and feeling with your customers. You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the Genuine Gemstone Company.
Very good morning, everybody. How are you? My name is Eleanor, and it's JewelleryMaker. Yeah, I have to sing it every time. Every time I mention I'm even stepping into the offices upstairs, I have to sing JewelleryMaker. I do that, don't I, Martha? It is true. I've got an amazing voice as well, haven't I? No, not really. I've got a dreadful singing voice. Do you know what? This morning's show, I'll use Martha's exact words. Stacked. Stacked. We have, like, literally, Martha has been scheduling this morning because we love working together. 50 shades of bundles. That is coming your way. I love that. I love that. Have you been to see it yet? No, not me. Anybody been to see it?
Nope. Not
sure if it's appropriate. I don't. I think so. But do you know what? This is the first time we're working together, gorgeous lady. This is Alison. And Alison, I was the first person you met, wasn't I, at JewelleryMaker?
You were, yeah.
And then I was whipped away from the JewelleryMaker family.
I know. Good.
Yeah, I'm deeply upset about it as well. Martha wants me to do double shifts so I can always be at... Hey, listen, I'm down. Sleep's overrated anyway, isn't it? It is massively, massively overrated. Right, can I just show you? I've got an amazing early bird coming your way. The whole show is incredible. Have you seen some of these strands, Alison?
I have.
When was the last time you saw Ametrine?
I know, I adore Ametrine. Absolutely adore it. She's lost it. I haven't got it. I didn't pinch it.
That's 155 carats. Oh, have you got it over there? Alison, pass it here, my lovely. Now,
that's the amethyst, isn't it?
You're that keen, you're a keen bean.
That's the amethyst one, is it?
Yes.
I've pinched it
already. Is this what you wanted me to show? Oh, I beg your pardon. This is your challenge later on. Can I just show it? Sorry. Hey, listen.
All right.
This is your amethyst, which is your challenge if you choose to accept it.
Well, it's a struggle, but I'll manage.
I think she'll cope.
I'll cope.
Now look at those. I mean, they are solitaires in their own individual right. You've got
Amazing.
50 carats, and it is guaranteed at under £40. Look at that. They're amazing, aren't they? I mean, I know. Gorgeous. I've seen your work, Alison. You're not allowed to cut it up yet.
No, I know.
Not allowed to. Not as of yet. You have to. Well. hold yourself back from it, my darling. What do you think? Individual solitaire rings?
Oh, definitely, or a nice little solitaire pendant, but I'm going starting with the ring and see how far I get.
Starting with the ring, I have got ametrine and I need to show you that. Now, this is a gemstone from one location in the world, and that is, of course, Bolivia. But the Bolivian government has actually ceased exportation of this gemstone. What that basically means is where we used to... the Genuine Gemstone Company used to go direct to the mine to source ametrine. We can't do that anymore. It's actually got one of the smallest mines as well in the world, and it is a natural bicolour gemstone. Quite literally, as many of you know, I work on our US channel and also our UK channel. I love that on my Facebook page that one of our customers actually said, "Ellen never goes home," and that did make me chuckle. I thought, you know what, that's accurate. But yeah, Ollie, I wish it did save on rent. Yeah, but I tell you, when you're bringing you strands like this, you can understand why. You can understand. We can't actually physically enhance this gemstone. It's all Mother Nature's doing. Those wonderful fusion of citrines and amethyst coming through. When was the last time you saw it? Well, listen, if you haven't seen it recently at JewelleryMaker, you are not alone. You are not alone, because even on our jewellery channels as well, don't see it very often there either. So, are you ready for that's coming your way? Not yet. I've got huge bundles, incredible kits. Brand new strands that you've not seen. Larimar, I've got that coming your way, and some brand new tools, pretty much. Some brand new tools. So, shall I start with our early bird? Now this, firstly, when you think of quartz, yes, it is. In terms of as a mineral, it actually takes up quite a big percentage of the world's surface, up to about 60%. However, there is a really big difference. So you don't then think quartz, it's not rare. There is a really big difference between quartz and gem quality quartz. Because imagine, you know, when we have the snow, sort of a compact sort of block of ice, you know, it looks a little bit sort of murky and muddy. That is not gem quality. Gem quality quartz has got clarity to it, and that's what this strand has. But it also is a gemstone which adopts colour from the chemicals within its makeup. And in this strand, you're actually seeing almost morganite hues coming through. So it's got a real soft, genteel peach, gem quality, but with the colour, which it's not white, it's not clear. You've actually got, like I said, a morganite hue to it as well, because it does adopt its colours from the chemicals that are within. Now look at this. This is your morganite-esque natural coloured quartz. Look at those. I mean, they are like shards, aren't they?
Beautiful.
Isn't it fabulous? I mean, I like big statement jewellery, and I know, Alison, you would make something really statement-like with this, but already you're all dialing through. I think the key thing for me to mention, and it's a learning curve, and one that I've been saying to lots of our regular viewers on our US channel, on our UK channel, because with the launch we launched blueberry quartz recently, which has got a blue colour. And got clarity like what you're seeing here. It's a gemstone that does it's called allochromatic, basically, that adopts its colour from the actual chemicals within. So it's not actually an abundant mineral when you're looking at a strand like this. Look at that, you're getting a lot of gemstones included. I mean, imagine how many of those? 30 of these have already gone within seconds. I'm not surprised, because it is a very unique strand, but a gemstone also which is hugely exciting. I've got people multi-buying as well. The reality is, oops, I beg your pardon. You think about quartz, and I know you've seen clear quartz, I know you've seen white quartz. If you watch our Gems TV channel, you've seen the blue quartz, which was recently launched. It's really exciting that it can actually adopt those different colours, like so many other gems do so. But I love this really soft peach colour. Do you agree?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think that's lovely. I can imagine putting that with rose gold findings as well, just to bring out that warmth.
Bring out the warmth, yeah. So what would you do with this, Alison? Because I know you're a wirework genius.
Well, I'd actually keep it quite simple. I was on the Late Show a while ago, and I did something with it. Is it Hanukkah? I can never say it. Quartz begins with an H. And it had little shards, and I just put it on a simple band around the neck and wired them in, and I do the same with that.
Yeah.
Recently, they've sold some actual ready-made bands, and you could wire that on and it would look amazing.
Or like a bib.
Yeah, just very simple, and it would look stunning, and you just have that little bit of wire to bring out the warmth. It would look incredible.
Oh, Martha is just saying, I tell you what, Martha is, she's a trendy girl. She's a really trendy girl. She said, London Fashion Week is starting today. Ooh. I did not know that, you know. I did not know that. Look at all the gemstones, very, very gem heavy. So this is really distinctive, isn't it? I mean, it's something that you're not going to have on every single show, even here at Jewellery Maker. Very distinctive, 450 carats, and it's totally natural colour. Can you see why I'm liking it to you, Morganite, as you've got those sort of soft peach hues coming through? Hello to every single one of you. Now, are you ready? Are you ready for your early bird price? This is not a catwalk price. $11.95, and it doesn't need to be everything, does it, included in one piece?
No, I wouldn't, because there's so much on that strand. You've got absolutely oodles. You could probably make 2 of those necklaces, and I'd sell one of those for £40–50.
Totally. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, if you're gifting your jewellery, if you're selling them on craft fairs, etc., I'm sure you naturally do break it down straight away into, like, this is my outgoings, and then obviously you must be charging for your own love and work that goes into it. I need to turn you up a little bit, Martha. What did you say, darling? Shall I count out 10 of them? Yeah, no problem. Let me just turn my talk back up ever so slightly. Here we go. Let's count out 10 gemstones, and I tell you what I'll do. I'll count them from the smaller sizes, because they are ever so slightly graduated. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 10. Literally, it's about 2 inches worth. And they go by 16 by 6 to 14 by 6. So you can create 40, sorry, I beg your pardon. And I really like, very Sex and the City, I don't know if you've seen, Martha, when I bring you sort of the high-end strands in particular, I like sort of an inch of gemstones just on a chain.
I was just going to say that in amongst some pearls or some high-end strands would look amazing.
Very Carrie Bradshaw, you know. We've got some lovely text messages coming in, which is, let's get interactive this morning. Stuart, hello to you or Ted in Oxfordshire. Welcome back, Eleanor. Mwah. Thank you. Lovely to see you on JM again. And hello, Alison. Seems such a long time since you were on the early show looking for inspiration. Well, she's the lady, isn't she, Ted?
No pressure.
She's the lady. $11.95 only. Keep on dialing, and again, I have got people multi-buying on this as well. Now, if you've never ever shopped with us before here at Jewellery Maker, it's dead easy. It's a toll-free telephone number, the number on your screen, 0800 644 655. Speak to our amazing call centre. Within minutes, basically, you'll have an account set up. You only pay the one postage and packaging throughout the entirety of the day. And also, we're a very interactive show. We love hearing from you. We like getting your messages in. Tell me what you're up to this weekend. I'm really excited about this weekend. Shall I tell everybody?
Go on.
Shall I tell everybody?
What are you doing?
Have you? Oh, Martha, I tell you what. Can you tell Martha and I a little bit giddy? Yeah, really. All right, listen, Martha and I both got hot dates to see.
Ooh.
I'm excited. And where are you going, Martha, on your hot date? Hotel in London, eh?
Oh, hey.
A hotel in London, are you?
Very hot date.
Yeah, very, very hot date. Wowzers. Yeah, exciting. So as I was saying, we are interactive. Do get your text messages into the studio. Tell me what you're up to this weekend. If there's any questions, of course, for the gorgeous Alison. You are a fountain of knowledge, my darling. $11.95. It is popular, that piece, obviously, because it's a very unique strand. I will recap it a little bit later on. Now, shall we go into the boxes? Oh, this one. Okay. Now, firstly, Martha did say stacked. This is a stacked bundle. It's got one of my favourite colours in this collection straight away. You've got 9 strands, but actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those are double strands. Can I just point out you have got Kunzite in here. Kunzite, it's the Grace Kelly of gemstone. It just epitomises femininity, doesn't it? Don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can think of so many different Hollywood celebrities, but I always think of Grace Kelly because she was effortless, wasn't she?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Grace Kelly and Breakfast and Tiffany's.
Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah. effortless.
Elegant, just
really,
elegant.
really, really elegant. That's what I always say about Kunzite. And then you've got more your Cleopatra, so I guess that would be your Elizabeth Taylor with your lapis lazuli. You've got sumptuous natural amethyst that you are seeing. And let's get them off the stand so we can show you on the back of the hand. Sorry, Ollie. Sorry. Double strands. Let me show you all these. And we've done the work for you. That colour combination is incredible. This is my favourite. This is my favourite. Look at this. Amazonite. I adore Amazonite.
Oh, I love it.
It's that colour. It's the colour of summer, isn't it? You just think.
It's the
You think
Caribbean.
the ocean, the beach. You think cocktails. You think sun cream.
Yeah.
All of the above. Sorry, sun cream. Is it just me? I love the smell of sun cream. Is it me?
I don't know, you see, I grew up, we didn't have sun cream, we had TCP.
You
So
had-
to me, yeah, Mum used to spray us with TCP, we used to stink.
Used to stink.
You get used to it.
You get used. Yeah, I don't mind the smell of
don't
TCP.
burn.
I don't mind the smell of that. At least you know it's clean. Look at this.
Sorry, Mum.
Yeah, bless her. I can't even hold all these. Listen. I'm struggling to actually hold every single one of these gemstones. Now, in total, you've got well over 1,000. I can't even do the maths on that. You are giving me a workout here. I do need to work on my guns, to be fair. Or lack of them, I should say. Or lack of. Look at that fusion of colour, real sunshine yellows. Now this includes rose quartz. Those are the bigger pinks just here. So rose quartz. Then you've got Amazonite, which I pointed out. Orange quartzite. Look at that.
Gorgeous.
Isn't it gorgeous? I just think they work harmoniously together. You've also got yellow opal. I mean, opal, you don't see very often, especially in the yellow colours. And it's vibrant and totally and utterly natural. Then you've got amethyst, you've got sodalite, which is this wonderful sort of Westwood. I always forget the name of the Westwood. No, he's a rapper. No, he's not. He's a DJ. Tim Westwood. What's the name of the China company? I've gone completely blank.
No. not-
Wedgwood.
Wedgwood. Westwood. Or Delft.
Or Delft, yeah. Not quite Tim Westwood. If you don't know who Tim Westwood is, you'll be forgiven because he's a DJ, and yeah, he's a bit of what we call a rude boy, I suppose. You have got morganite included in this opportunity, and also lapis lazuli and your yellow agate. Love, 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 love. Look at those wonderful, wonderful colours. So double strands included. Now you would think that this would be what, I guess, £30 when we're talking about gemstones of this calibre and this grade. Opal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Rose quartz, Amazonite, Kunzite, your amethyst. Look at the colour of that
I know,
amethyst.
that's a beautiful colour. That's what you think of when you think of amethyst, that deep purple
It's
colour,
that
isn't
deep
it?
purple. You know, purple. I also think, does amethyst, good quality amethyst, I should point out, does it sort of make, to me, and my brain does work in mysterious ways, I know that, does it conjure up images of like velvet?
Royalty. Royal velvet.
Royalty, luxury, decadence, chocolate.
Chocolate.
Chocolate, straight away I think of chocolate. I mean, it does. I mean, you know the chocolate brand.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's all really sumptuous, luxurious things. Now, 9 strands, some of which are doubles. The price, the reality of this kit, and be on the phone us because the graphics are there. We could expect to invest for, I don't know, your Amazonite or the lapis lazuli or the opal and the amethyst. But you're getting everything.
Wow.
Even I can do the maths of that. £1.99 per strand. Alison, you look a little bit concerned.
That's cheap.
Sorry, there's 9 of them, I beg your pardon. Okay, so let's call it £2 then. Just over £2.
Yeah, but you've got morganite in there, and you've got opal in there.
But that's what I mean, for those two, and they're double strands as well.
Yeah.
Now this is it's a huge stash builder, isn't it? Huge stash builder, and you know that on just one strand alone. Let me just hold out the Amazonite because it is my favourite. hold up the Amazonite. You could just simply restrand that, and on our other channels that I do have, I'm lucky enough to work on as well, we do sell the 360 degrees necklaces restranded, which granted you'll have to do. This isn't beading thread, so I'm sell it for what, £20 with a simple lobster claw clasp on there. Done. It's a piece of jewellery. I mean, when you're rocking around the pool in your bikini and well, not necessarily in your maxi dress, etc. It's in your maxi dress. It's summer. It's a ready-made necklace, and surely you would. Well, you've got it. The price point covered in one strand.
Absolutely. Or Mark's great for doing. He puts them on. Is it 3 or 4 wraps of memory wire?
That's it. I love
one
those
of those
as well. They look
round
beautiful.
Your wrist. Fantastic.
£15 each.
Yeah.
And he says he gets 2 out of each strand. So that's £30 that you've made, obviously with a little bit of memory wire, which is pennies, isn't it? You've made huge amounts of profit in just one of these strands. I'm not surprised lots of you are multi-buying, and if you are especially if you make your jewellery for to sell, then you'd be looking at making your spring and summer collection now, surely. Oh gosh, yeah, you're well into. You should have done your spring by now. You should have done your spring, Alison, saying. No slacking. Have you done your spring? Crack on. Yeah, you crack that whip, Alison. Absolutely. Very, very busy on the phone lines. Look, I'm really struggling to... What's your favourite, Alison, out of curiosity? It's hard, isn't it? It's a bit like saying which one's your favourite child. It is. I love the Amazonite. I do love the Amazonite. And I'd put it with that orange, and then you've got a beach, haven't you? You have. That's just, to me, that conjures up your white maxi dress, you're going off to the Dominican Republic, and you're done. Oh my gosh! It's a couple of what's the name, bracelets, memory foam, memory bracelets. We're gonna have a good show, me and you tonight, aren't we? Yeah. Honestly, I've been talking for 8 hours already. You. So yeah, I might come out with a few things. Half the stock has already gone. Look how quickly these are being allocated. And I've got people multi-buying as well. I wouldn't leave it in your baskets, because 9 strands that you are seeing here, and it was £2.11. Did you work out, Martha? £2.11 per strand. But actually, when you've got double strands in there as well, do you think all of us are desperate for a holiday? I don't know about you. I am so sick of winter now. Oh, okay. And when you look at bundles like this, it does transport you to summer, doesn't it? Absolutely. But also they're great. They make presents, or if you're doing a stall, little gemstone trees, and do them in people's birthstone. Yeah, and you've got birthstones here, obviously opal for October. You've got amethyst here as well. Right, listen. I'm not a talented jewellery maker. I've got no problem in saying that. I haven't got patience, Alison. Haven't you? Haven't got patience, and also haven't got the time. And to be truthful, I've got 2 sharp A's that would be all over it, and I've just got no chance whatsoever. But I would actually say, you know what, I could get this, restrand that very simply, attach a sterling silver clasp, and I'm good to go. And there's gifts. Absolutely. Now, incredible. Look at the phone lines. It's the combination of gemstones. There is enough of these to go around, so if you haven't as of yet, if you've just tuned in, maybe you're just waking up from your morning coffee or your cup of tea. I don't function without a cup of tea in the morning. I get that. I have to have a cup of tea. That's the first thing I do. So if you are just waking up and tuning into us here at Jewellery Maker, there is still time for you to get involved. I love the opal with the Amazonite. That's my combination, I think. Those 2 gemstones. It quite literally is desert island, isn't it? The amethyst is amazing. I mean, let's pull that one out for you to actually see. Colour is king when you're talking about your coloured gemstones. The more richly saturated the gemstone actually is, the more valued it is. And I read an article from the Telegraph, the Telegraph paper, which was titled "Purple Rain," not rain as in rain, and it was talking about, one of their fashion editors was talking about how this gemstone is very, very current this year, and how it shall be sort of returning to its rightful reign, basically, because once upon a time we kind of fell out of love with amethyst. I'm talking maybe about a decade ago. We fell out of love with it. That's because you had the sort of lightly coloured amethyst, maybe apparent in jewellery. A lot of those, and of course the lesser colour saturation, the less valued the gemstone is. Now you're looking at the likes of Chopard, Van Cleef & Arpels, the First Lady of America, Michelle Obama's wearing amethyst, to name just one. And it is this rich colour, like you said earlier, Alison, that velvety colour, isn't it? And you're wearing purple today.
I am, yeah.
So it is a lovely colour, isn't it?
And it's one of the most popular colours, isn't it?
It is.
Everyone can wear purple. Doesn't matter what your skin tone is, you can wear purple.
That's true. Let me just give you that a quick measure.
It's here.
Here it is.
Got it.
Go gadget arms. Here it is. Now, I have got 12. You've got about 17 inches times 2. So on a double strand. So 34 inches on one double strand. That's a lot of gemstones, isn't it? It is a lot of gemstones. Well done. I'll leave that with you. Leave that with you because I'm going to move on to box number 5 now. Storage boxes. How organised are you, Alison?
I'm mixed. I've got parts is very organised and other parts are disasters. So all my gemstones are in boxes, but I've got a backlog waiting to be put in boxes, and the stack of boxes there waiting for me to put the gemstones in. But they've got to be in the right boxes. So
yeah, you've got to be able, I know what you mean. Now this is a little bit of a Brucey bonus to you. Look at those. So you've got the little carry case and then individual boxes. I just wanted to mention that, but really it's all about these. These are your nylon jaw pliers. Now, one thing I will say before I ask Alison to sort of describe what you would use these for, our tools are real quality, aren't they? I mean, Hannah Roxbury, rather, she works very, very, very hard to make sure you get the quality products. So what that means is that you've got longevity to it. It is going to last you. It is going to last you for a length of time. I mean, I'm sure you've got pliers that you've had for years.
I've still got my toolkit that I had when I started.
When you first started, you got the original toolkit.
I've crammed a few other bits in, like my flush cutters and things, but I mean I've still got my original stuff. It's all still in there.
So maybe for those people that there's Alison's original toolkit. There we go. So maybe for the benefit of those who are watching JewelleryMaker and maybe thinking on embarking on a new hobby, and also for me, your nylon jaw pliers, what would we use these for?
Okay, you can use them for re-straightening the wire. So if you've made it into something you want to take that back out, you can run it through the wires and that'll straighten the wire back out. You can use it for work hardening your wire. You can use it with a more delicate wire. Sorry? Work hardening it.
Okay, can you?
So say you've done a shepherd's hook.
Yeah.
Right. When you've made that shepherd's hook, it will unbend fairly easily. So what you do is you can work harden it, and it changes the makeup of the metal. So it makes it almost more brittle, but it strengthens it.
Okay, I know
so
what you mean.
holds its shape better. So you know when you've got your shepherd's hooks and they have a squashed bit at the top,
I know exactly,
and that's what it's to do, is to hold that shape.
Ah, now I did not know that. Top tip. I know what you mean, because you know what I was actually talking about. I will take that back to Rox TV. I was actually talking about that the other day because I was talking about shepherd hook earrings, and I was saying, look at the density of the sterling silver, because I don't know about you, have you ever put a pair of earrings in and maybe caught them on your ear? Firstly, it hurts, doesn't it? But if it's not thick enough or dense enough, then they can distort, and then once it's distorted, it always irritates, doesn't it? It always irritates. So great, top tip. Now, so you're getting your nylon jaw pliers. Once you've got one, or once you've got one, you will have it for years, won't you? You will, but I have to say, I have 3 separate sets of tools. I've got my tools at home, I've got my travelling tool set, and I've got one that stays on our boat. Well, that makes sense, especially at JewelleryMaker prices. Graphics on your screen, and you get the Brucey bonus of your storage carry case. Already lots of you are coming in for this opportunity. $7.95. Now again, listen, I was actually close to us. We've got a place called Webbs of Wychbold, which is a lovely garden centre, and also it does have one of those stores attached, you know, the crafty stores. I was having a little wander around there, and just out of curiosity, really, obviously no intention of buying anything, because I would come to JewelleryMaker, obviously, and the prices that you pay for their tools. I was going to say, you'd be hard pushed to get just a pair of pliers for that, a decent quality pair of pliers. Yeah. You're looking at usually double figures. I'm sure. I'm sure
pair of pliers.
in excess of like £15.
And the little box is absolutely perfect for things like findings, to keep your separate findings in, for things like your chips and nuggets.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
I wouldn't mix all mine together; they'd be separate colours.
And you've got little lids on those, so they're not going to rattle around and get mixed up. One potion and packaging, irrespective of whether you buy one tool, I don't know, bundle, or 50, whichever it might be. You've got the comfort grip. I think that's key to mention as well when you're working with, you can see the grip. Have you ever done decorating before? And when you are working with JewelleryMaker, you sometimes get sort of, I guess, stress points on the palm of your hand.
Oh yeah.
And it hurts, doesn't it? It does hurt. So you don't. If maybe I was bringing you nylon jaw pliers, and they had the hard handles, that's going to restrict your sort of working, isn't it? And like I said earlier, if you're thinking about gifts, if you're commissioning pieces for craft fairs, etc., and you want to be making the most of your time and you want to be really, really busy and productive, then that is what sort of would stop you, I'd imagine. Because whenever I'm painting, whenever I'm painting, which I do, hey, listen, I like rolling my sleeves up and decorating every so often. Ooh. Yeah, I do. I find it quite. I do. I find it
Come
quite.
to North Wales.
You're decorating at the moment. It's quite therapeutic, you know. But yes, that's quite funny, Ollie. That is really funny. Michelle, hello to you, and Michaela, I beg your pardon, my eyesight's not the best. Those pliers are brill. Got mine in a previous bundle and have used them every time I make something, which is a lot, as I am making 8 flower hair combs. Yeah, exactly. And I bet once you're making that amount, you're going to start feeling those stress points, aren't you?
The comfort grips, because the original ones didn't have the comfort grips, and they're a great upgrade. I know they've been around a while, but like I say, I've had mine for ages. But the comfort grips with all the pliers are lovely to use. They're so nice on your hands. Well,
we're developing and evolving our products every single day as well, aren't we? So $7.95, we are super busy this morning, and it's only going to get busier. Shall we bring you, shall I bring you triple trouble? Triple trouble. 3 strands of pearls for less than £10. Now, Martha and I literally had a conversation about this very bundle. What was that, about half hour ago? And I said, Martha, I know I said it last time I was on air the other day, on Monday. I do think our pearls, genuine cultured pearls, these are not plastic, obviously, I do think they are getting more affordable. I've been sat in the office, that's where I actually started, and I can remember a strand of pearls being in double figures all day long, and that's still an amazing price. It really is. You're getting 3 strands, and they're lengthy strands as well. Beautiful peach colour. They're 8 by 7 millimetres. I personally favour the sort of nugget shape or the organic shape. I object to potato, the description of potato pearls. I just don't. I like potatoes. I've got nothing against a spud.
It's not the most complimentary description,
but it's not the best description for a gemstone, is it?
No.
Nothing against a jacket potato or a boiled potato or a roastie. Oh, roasties. But when we're talking about pearls, then I do. Beautiful peach tones. I mean, you can just restrand this as well, couldn't you?
I'd be doing a triple choker in that.
Oh yeah, very vintage.
Straight away. But I'd also put it with the early bird.
Yes.
They'd go beautifully with the early bird.
You mentioned earlier Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah.
Breakfast at Tiffany's. That's what this is?
Yeah.
Look at that colour as well. So your Morganites, your Kunzites and your Rose Golds, where they've got that sort of peachy infusion, is known to complement all skin tones, whether it be really fair skin, whether it be dark skin, olive skin. I'm very fair. I'm very fair. And this is one of those gemstones that always, I mean, for example, I have to be a bit more careful with maybe your rubies. Because sometimes reds and very bright pinks, because it can actually wash me out a little bit, whereas pearls, especially the peach pearls, no, I mean, it complements everyone, and it's needless for me to say that for centuries we've adored pearls, and they are still very current.
Absolutely. Now if you put just 1 or 3 of those
black spinels,
oh god, yeah, the black spinels will go, oh, how deco is that? How
Art deco.
Absolutely beautiful. Well, they go with virtually everything you've got there.
Well, yeah, exactly.
In amongst your chips and nuggets, they'd look fantastic.
With the Amazonite.
But just like that, a choker and a 3-strand bracelet.
Now, I did promise these are under £10. Now, because this show is, as Martha says, stacked.
Oh, this is silly.
And I've got lots of pieces to get through, lots of bundles to get through. That's actually less than £9, obviously. What's that? 2 drinks, Danny Local. It's 2 drinks, not even that. No, I'm a wine drinker. That's my tipple. Glass of wine, £7 these days, isn't it, in most places? Here we go, pearls through the ages, as I said earlier, for hundreds of years. We have absolutely adored, and you're seeing there, you've got Elizabeth Taylor, you've got the Queen, you've got Michelle Obama, you've got Sarah Jessica Parker, and I was just talking about her, Sex and the City. Audrey Hepburn's there as well. I mean, look at that. If you walked into one of the sort of young clothing shops, you know, I do. Got to buy clothes, haven't you? Never actually bother looking at the jewellery because it's
plastic usually.
It's plastic, yeah, base metals, and it's not going to have any. And why would you? Why would you? Especially if you can make the pieces, especially for your outfit. You're going to pay more than £8.95 just for plastic pearls. And then as soon as you put perfume on, what's going to happen? It's going to come off. Be careful when putting pearls on, perfume on with pearls, mind you. Put them on first. Put your perfume on first, and then you put your pearls over the top once it's dried. Very, very busy this morning. Hello to you, Janet in Cheshire, Janice in West Midlands. I've got Linda, Mary, Michelle, Sue, Diane, Nanette's there in Monmouthshire. Hello to you, Anita, Essex, Julie, Diana, Elaine. And I know that Alison said she would keep it as a choker rather. Just re-knot it, and you can actually get the sort of pearl knotting tool from our website. Just re-knot it. I'd be inclined to actually use your sterling silver finding, so your more precious metals than your base metals, I would think, because it deserves it, doesn't it? It does. £8.95, I mean, for one of those strands. The reality is, and I'm all about bringing you the best possible deals, of course I am, but I'd be more than comfortable with one of those at £8.95. Now I've got to move on. Well done, well done, well done. Now, shall we do the challenge, Alison?
Oh, yeah. Since I've just had you.
I'm not going to show you, we're not going to introduce the graphics as of yet, but I am going to show you.
Incredible.
Now, do you know, just basically so Alison can get cracking. Now, for those of you that don't know me, I've worked here for a good few years now, and I say almost every single day that I truly, truly believe it's a privilege to work with gemstones like this. It's not just my job, it is my absolute passion. And when I come to see individual carat weights and individual gemstones like this, that's when I go, you know what, Elle, you're lucky again. Because this is what it's all about. Mother Nature has produced these incredible treasures, and you've got individual solitary gemstones, or multiples of, on this one strand. Now, this is almost, and we haven't labelled it as so, as you can see on your graphics, but it's almost Rose de France.
Do you know I was thinking that?
Yeah.
Because it's so delicate, it's beautiful colour.
It's almost, yeah, and it's very specific. You have to be between 3 and 4 on the GIA tone scale. That's the sort of the darkness of your gemstones to be Rose de France, and it is the most limited of amethyst. Only 5% of the world's amethyst. Now, this has been heated, which is absolutely fine. It's all the way from Brazil. Absolutely fine, because gemstones, 95% of the world's gemstones will actually undergo a little bit of treatment to bring out their natural beauty. It's all about how abundant the colour is and also the clarity. Approximately 11 solitaires on each strand. This, I mean, Rose de France, I mean, like I said, we've not labelled this on your graphics as Rose de France, but don't you think that's so poetic? I mean, that performance of light that every single one of those facets actually bring you. Now, this is not much of a challenge for you, is it? I know that you're overwhelmed with this, Alison.
I adore strands like this.
I know, high end.
Absolutely adore them.
It's high end. But don't be frightened if you are new to Jewellery Maker, because Alison's here for the inspiration and obviously to teach you new techniques. And don't be frightened, because believe me, this is super affordable. I mean, I know that I bring amethyst solitaires at in excess even for price points that you will see for this entire strand. Well, obviously, because you're going to be investing your time. Now, I'm not going to bring in the graphics, but it is coming up at 11 o'clock, did you say? Bang on 11 o'clock we'll bring you that. So just so Alison can get cracking with her challenge. So, and speaking of, I love this kit. It is without doubt one of my favourites of the day. And also, it's super affordable. It's called the Mad Hatter Kit. I think that says a lot about me, really. I think it does. Now, can I show you the wire that you're getting here first? Incredible orange. Is this new? When did we start doing orange? Last 6 months. I've not seen these. They're fresh. It is like a Jaffa cake. Love orange. Orange is meant to be the happiest of colours. I would agree with that. Now you have got a 0.4 and a 0.25 in the orange, and then in the green you've got 0.4 and a 0.6. So we'll speak to Alison about that and about the different gauges and what you would use those for. But then I have to do jazz hand. Jazz hands. Martha is literally in the gallery doing jazz hands right now. It is jazzy, isn't it fun? I'm going to start with the big one.
Straight to Rio.
It is Rio, isn't it?
Carnival.
De Janeiro. Yeah, Carnival. Look at that.
I know.
We go back to the maxi dress.
I was going to say you could just restrand that, off you go on your holidays, do the same with an elasticated bracelet, and you're done.
Sorted.
Yeah.
Sorted, sorted, sorted. Now this is magnesite. Magnesite. Now, with magnesite, you almost get sort of veins running through it, a little bit like your turquoise. But you can actually dye it to produce these wonderful, wonderful colours, sort of neon pinks, incredible oranges, vibrant emerald greens. Look at the rich ruby reds that you're seeing here, dazzling, dazzling yellows. Big carat weight in this one strand. In fact, you've got 700 carats in this one strand. They measure 14 by 11 to 24 by 10 millimeters. Look how wonderfully matched they are. It is. I think this is like Mardi Gras. It is like Mardi Gras. Now we've called these your keshi beads because they've got a slightly heshi, sorry, not keshi, a slightly irregular shape, which I absolutely adore. Like I said, it's lending itself to statement jewellery, and just a couple of those, maybe 3 colours, 4 colours, whichever it might be, on a shepherd hooks for your earrings. It's really gonna pop, isn't it? I've got quite a lot of hair. You're gonna see it. You are gonna see it. But wait, we're not done. Then I'm going to bring you, again, magnesite, but this time we have got your beautiful drums. Beautiful drums. Again, similar colours, so you've got those fuchsias, those wonderful purples, those reds. It's all vibrant and it's intense. Colour is king at the moment. It is bang on trend. If you look through any of the glossy magazines in fashion and jewellery, it's all about the colour. And don't you think that's amazing? Because I get sick of walking into shops and it's always black. She says wearing black. But you know what I mean. But with black on, don't you think that makes that really pop? Exactly. That was going to be my next statement, Alice. No. I'm glad you said it, because you know what? Sometimes I shy away from certain colours. I think, oh gosh, like for example, certain greens make me just look ill because I'm quite fair-skinned. So, but I would wear it in the jewellery. I'd wear it in the jewellery, and you can. And then last but not by no means least, I've also got your white quartz. Now there's 40 carats, they're 4 by 2 millimeters, so great for accenting, aren't they? They'd look fabulous with the early bird.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. They're again something that will go with everything, those little beads. They're brilliant for spaces, but you could make some nice jewellery on its own. Yeah. They'd go with absolutely everything.
And it doesn't have to be really big jewellery, does it? It doesn't. I mean, even though these are big size on the first strand that I showed you, you can sort of tone it down a little bit with just a couple, incorporate with wire. And I know your earrings, literally as I described, you've just seen them there.
What? Oh, the end ones.
Yeah, the end ones. Those exactly as I just described. Yeah. That's what I'd be thinking of as well. It doesn't have to be huge jewellery. That's the beauty of a kit like this, where it's going to last you a long time. Now, Already lots of you allocating. Well done, and thank you to those of you, because it does ease the pressure on our contact centre. We are busy today. 3 strands, 4 spools of wire. Ordinarily it would be £26.65. Let's be truthful, you're not going to argue with that, are you? Now, how about if I said I give you £10 and then some back for your back pocket? Big saving.
Wow.
Big saving. £15.90. I can't. I mean, you've got 4. I mean, for the wire alone, surely. For the wire alone, for the one big strand of your magnesite. But you're not just getting the one big strand. You're getting all 7 pieces. Now let's go over and get some wonderful inspiration from the lovely Alison. How are you, gorgeous one?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
How long ago was it when we first met?
It's nearly 2 years.
Was it nearly 2 years ago? I tell you what, time flies, doesn't it?
I know.
It really does, because I was the first person you met.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, I know, you can thank me. You can thank me for Alison. No, it's a good thing, yeah, I know how popular you are. Now, how many pieces of jewellery have you made? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
But the 2 necklaces at this end can double up, so if you take the purple one, you can actually put it over the top and get that complete rainbow from that one, and actually have a... So you can have it either as a really big one or 2 separate, slightly more...
That's a good idea.
Subtle ones.
I've never thought of doing that before.
Yeah, so...
Aren't you clever? I've never thought... I love this.
So, that is pure carnival, isn't it? It's a pure bit of fun. So much fun.
It's party time, isn't it?
It is.
That's like this weekend for Martha and I.
And then that's sort of slightly more grown-up, multicoloured, I think. Sort of slightly more elegant.
I'm going to hold those up to the ear. Yeah. I mean, they're wonderful, aren't they? Sorry, sorry, Ollie.
With you.
Just want to show you that. Look at those.
Yeah.
Love. So that's great use of this sort of, there's more sort of smaller drops. How many have gone? 60. Half the stock has gone already.
Wow.
Right, what are you going to demo for us, my lovely?
I was going to demo the gizmo coil, but I can't find a gizmo coiler.
Oh, hang on, we've got a gizmo.
Oh, fantastic.
We have a gizmo.
Woohoo!
Here she comes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Here she comes.
It's in a nice big bundle.
Oh,
it's a big bundle. It's a big
Fabulous.
bundle. So this is actually coming up later as well. We'll do it in a minute. There you go, there's your gizmo. I love gizmo. It's just a little furry thing, but it's also a cool tool, isn't it? This is one of the tools that I can use as well.
It's a fabulous tool.
Ooh,
I've got it. Yeah,
you got it.
I caught it.
Now, obviously, you won't be getting this one that Alison's broken into.
No. I'm wrecked.
No, you won't be getting that one. We put that over there.
So that's what you're getting from your gizmo, and it is so versatile. You can clamp that to a table, or like me, I tend to hold it.
Okay. So whichever you feel comfortable with.
Whichever you feel. So if you've got dexterity issues or whatever, it gives you 2 hands free. You don't have to hold it, but I tend to hold it. Now I used.
This is hugely popular, this kit, by the way, and I'm not surprised at all. So I would get on. I'd definitely be checking out how many. Yeah, already 40 left. That's all I've got. So.
Right. So I've got 2.
Very popular.
This wire's going to go everywhere, I'm really sorry. I've got 2 different strands of different colours. You can do it with as many colours as you like.
Yeah.
And I think it just gives it a different tone. It adds a little bit of variety to it, and it can be a bit more random. So you get chunks of one tone as one comes to the fore.
Yep.
Now I think this is the 0.6 and the 0.25. On there I use the 0.4 and the 0.25, so it'll look slightly different. So I'm going to use the narrowest mandrel, which goes in the little hole. Before I do that, take your 2 wires,
attach it to the end.
Just wrap it round and secure it. Just be careful, because you're going to wrap it that it's not going to get in the way of your fingers. And then you're going to put it through there. And the idea is you're using your thumb
to hold it.
So if you're doing it by hand, I usually clamp it to there. If you've got it clamped, you can do that more easily.
Okay, I see what you mean. Otherwise you need somebody to hold it for you.
Yeah. So
right,
this wire is going to go everywhere, and then just start twisting. Now you can actually twist the wire if you want beforehand, and as you're twisting, you can see that green is actually becoming slightly more muted. You can just about see the orange coming through.
Yeah, you can, because let me just show you, everybody. This is what, see that there? That is what Alison is actually making right now. We call that gizmo wire wrapping, don't we? It's dead easy, isn't it? It's dead easy. Yeah, and a great way of using sort of your smaller wire gauges, aren't they?
Yep. If you want to thicken something up, if you gizmo coil it, you can then either use it as is, or you can thread a wire through, which I've done on there, to give it a little bit more substance. Yeah. So if you've only got the narrower wires, you can actually use them as a chunkier wire. You can see what I mean by doing this. Thread it through the actual sort of hole in it. Okay, brilliant. So you're creating this part here. Yeah. I'm going to take this off. I know I haven't gone very far, but I want to show you how you can use that effect with the two colours. You just slide it off. Because it's thin wire, it will go sort of... it's sort of crinkly. But can you see through there, as you do that, you see how the colour changes? So it goes from green to orange, back to green. Do you know what that reminds me of? And at no point in my life have I ever had one of these. It kind of reminds me of those glow sticks that you see the kids. Do you know what I mean? No, honestly, never had any glow. No, honestly, but because you've got the movement, you see the colours coming through. It's almost like it has got a light within, doesn't it? Yeah. So then you simply thread on your magnesites, and you've done simple bales. Is that right? So the magnesites. All I've done with the magnesites is with a head pin. It's a different colour. Is I've literally just wrapped it over, so I've put it through a magnesite. And your headpins are from our findings packs, and you can buy them on our website, no problem whatsoever. You could. I've got findings coming up in the show as well. Or you could use the 0.8. I think one of the wires is 0.8, isn't it? Yes. So 0.6. 0.6. So you could use the 0.6, just wrap it at the bottom and thread that through, and you can use that as a head pin as well. Okay. It's just that I quite liked having the colour at the bottom. We're almost sold out, my darling. Oh. We are almost sold out. But listen, that's all right, because this is great, because you can actually demonstrate this as well. So you just basically made head pins and put the magnesite on. Indeed, and just threaded them on. But I just wanted to do this to show you how different you can get that effect. Oh. Because I've coiled that coil, and look how different. You coiled the coil. That's amazing. It is like a dragonfly wing. Now, so you do get those huge magnesites, which I absolutely adore. That's what Alison has been demonstrating in that wonderful sort of bib-like design. You've got the magnesite drums as well, which I love in these earrings, and you've also made a matching bracelet. You're getting 4 spools of wire and also your white cords, all for £15.95. I'm not surprised it has pretty much sold out. If everybody checks out on the web, it's already gone. So I'm sorry that was a very quick demo, my lovely. All right. But I've got a massive essential wirework toolkit. Oh, I couldn't not bring you this bundle with this lady here. I couldn't, could I? No. I mean, these are this is like air to you, isn't it? Yeah. I use all of these so much. I use my gizmo a lot. Gizmo that Alison's just shown you. Use it for all sorts. Now, perhaps you can talk us through this, Alison. Right. The mandrel. This is such a useful tool. If you haven't got a ring mandrel, you've got circular ones in graduated sizes, but it's also great for doing jump rings, it's great for making bales, it's very versatile. You've then got oval shapes, fantastic for doing different links on a chain, things like that, again, different bales. Then you've got square ones and triangular ones. Great fun, absolutely great fun with wire work using the different shapes. Quite contemporary then. Yeah. And you could still do sort of bales, I guess, in those sort of strong shapes. I'm seeing that quite a lot on our sister channels. Now, I like listen. Can I tell you just a quick little story? When I was little, my dad's a fisherman, and I come from Wales, so we've got rivers by us. Yeah, lots of fish. My dad's, and I used to, in the summer, go down with him, and if he ever did catch one, I used to. This is a bit sadistic, really, but I used to like hitting the fish on the head. I'll be over there. I know. Just being careful. I did. I used to enjoy hitting the fish on the head. Isn't that terrible? Isn't that? I know. What is wrong with me? Have you worked with Sammy yet? Because she's got a great line in chickens. Oh, what? Sorry. Sorry, Sammy. She'll kill me for
She's
that.
got chicken. Now, the reason why I mentioned that is because you have... Oh, really? She did? Okay.
Sorry.
It's one of those... The steel block, which is weighty, by the way. Listen, I'm not the strongest, but that is... You're only going to need one, aren't you? And the idea is that it's obviously going to protect your tables. It's going to protect glassware, even.
It gives you something... So I wouldn't put it on a glass table and then hammer on it.
No, probably not, no. No.
But it gives you a solid surface to hammer on. If you hammer on something that's got give in it, you'll get an effect, but it's a different effect.
Yeah.
So it really does depend on what you're trying to achieve. So if you were trying to get use your hammer to get a texture, if you're hammering, I'm really worried.
Ollie said he's enjoying the demo.
So worried.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not going to hammer you.
If you did it, say on here where there's some give in it,
Yeah.
it would be very soft. You'd get a lot lighter effect.
But what does hammering do?
Right, you can texture things.
Yep.
You can work harden things. We've already done that.
Yes, we've said that.
You can change the shape of things. So you can make... I made a... Before we had started doing square wire here, I made a necklace, and it's on the last year's birthday. And it's all geometric shapes. It's all squares with little square beads. And I hammered them so they were flat. But it gives you the effect of having the square wire. It gives you that flat plane on one side of your wire.
And if you... I've worked in jewellers for pretty much, well, it is exactly half my life, but there's one, I can't say specifically the brand, but Italian jewellers, there's one particularly Italian designer, which incorporates genuine gemstones, but it's more actually the overall, I guess their concept is more the texture of the golds and that they use. So, for example, you see bezel set quite a lot. You might have... hammering. It's the texture as much as anything.
If you go back to the 70s, and they used to do a lot of hammered metal. But it's that sort of effect, but fetched into jewellery, and it's now come back in a very, very contemporary way, and you can get some amazing effects. Really, really amazing.
Playing with the light
effects
as well with the metal.
It does.
Now, you're not just getting these 3 pieces, you're getting 4, because you are getting the gizmo as well, which Alison so well demonstrated. Now, Martha says, silly bundle price. 4 tools at £12.95.
That's not silly, that's ridiculous.
Exactly, you could start a hobby with that. Do you know what? I could get some of these for my dad and his fishing.
So how much was the bundle?
The bundle's £12.95.
No, and the other bundle was 16.
So separately, sorry. So everything that you're bringing here on this desk, that was £15.95. So it's shy of 30. Karen in West Midlands, hire saw steel block on its own on well-known selling site, cheap as 8.
And could you imagine the postage?
Yeah, and the postaging on top. Yeah, exactly. So it's not just going to be that, is it? You're getting the gizmo, the hammer. You're getting the mandrel, your steel block. And you know what? Even if you've got a steel block already, maybe gift it, sell it on the website, on eBay or something like that.
You can never have too many tools.
You can't. No. I know this. You crafty sorts.
You need spares.
You always and you keep everything as well, don't you?
Oh yeah,
absolutely. So everything that is on this desk, with also the wire that I showed you in the kit, is less than £30. I've only got, did you say 100? 100 of these, and already 30 have gone, so 30% of the stock has gone. So and now with your tools as well, again, we were talking about comfort grip, because you can get sort of metal hammers, and again they hurt, don't they? They do hurt. How about we add to this the bundle, one bundle, another bundle? Shall I bring you a trio of wire? You quite literally could start your hobby.
You could
with the past three, with the last 3 things I've brought you.
You could. You certainly could.
Let's pop them by there a second. Now, trio of wire. This is one of my favourite colours, chartreuse. Chartreuse green. Love this. It's very peridot-esque. And then, we're talking about sumptuous, decadent purple. And then, should we add to the luxury?
Go on. Wow. Perfect.
All 3. Now, gauges, you have got 0.8 and 1mm and the 6mm. Graphics already on your screen. Is wire still the case? It comes in here, arrives in the studio and it's gone?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gone, and I guess that is a real issue for you, sort of as a wire maker, and lots of you at home.
We don't get to get it. We really struggle.
0.6, 0.8 and 1mm, 3 spools of wire that you're seeing here. Now, break it down if you like. Ooh. Hang on then, break it down now. Yeah. Sorry, see what I did there? Anyway, yeah, you can break it down into individual prices. 42, and in total, that's what you would expect to pay, £42.85.
You've got a lot of wire for that.
It's a lot of wire, and it's going to last you a long time. These are a few of Alison's pieces that you created, and we'll talk about how you use this more for, I guess, the structure building, don't you? That's not what your price. In fact, be on the phone lines, because we're going to bring you over £10 saving.
Wow.
That's twice I've given you, well, more than twice actually, £10 back. That's me just going, yeah, have a tenner.
Well, that's your bundle almost.
Everything here, yeah, you've started a hobby.
You have.
So 1mm, 8mm, 6mm, they are the more denser gauges.
Yeah.
I'm lucky enough, I mean, I remember that teddy bear that you brought in.
Yeah.
So my best friend's pregnant, by the way, so I might be chatting to you. Yeah, she's expecting her first baby.
Oh, lovely.
And I did think of you then, and also the rattle. So you would use the bigger gauges for structure. Perhaps you can explain. So
the 1mm, I use a lot of 1mm structurally. So if I'm doing the dogs and the things like that, 1mm or 0.8 is the smallest I'd go, is the 0.8. See, that's mainly 1mm with a little bit of and you could
a little girl as well.
Oh, is she?
Poppy Povey.
Oh, Poppy.
Might have to chat to you about that. Anyway.
So yeah, 1mm or 0.8. If I was using the 1mm, you could actually wrap that with the 0.6, and then you've got that golden and purple would look amazing together.
Yeah, really would.
If you were using the 0.4, the 0.8, I'd put 0.4 with it to wrap it. But even apart from that, you use them for so much. Yeah. Absolutely so much. Findings you can use them for, making bales, making statement pieces. The purple necklace over there, the big bib on the far side.
Oh yeah, I love that. I pulled that out the other day. That's the bigger gauge, isn't it? That big bib. Is that 1mm
That's
wide?
1mm. You can make a gold one of those. Stunning.
Well, that would be amazing gold. Wire rings, which we've got in a DVD coming up later as well, which I will show, which will come up.
Yeah.
You'd use these bigger gauges, wouldn't you?
I'd use 0.4, 0.8 and 1mm to make rings, to make the base of it. 0.6 you can make rings with.
So that's 1mm
that's
wire.
That's 1mm, and it's wrapped with 0.4, but you could do 1mm and wrap it with that. You could, gold and purple would look incredible.
Yeah, well, that's what the colours that you've used on that bib, and you've got them here basically, isn't it? The same colours. £31.95, and you are getting obviously an awful lot of wire, which is going to last you a long time. Lots of you on those phone lines. Keep on dialing through, because whenever I know it's the case, and like I say, I've been out of the Jewellery Maker office for 2 years now, over 2 years in actual fact, and even then, back in the day, it was always a sellout, and we had people messaging in all the time, emailing, saying when you're getting the wire, when you're getting this, when you get that, etc., etc. So it is a multi-buy. Do you multi-buy on your wires?
Oh yeah,
always.
I stack up. I've got wire and wire and wire, but you can never have enough. No. You can never have enough.
No. Well, if you're a jewellery maker, you need it. And I tell you what, you talented, wonderful jewellery makers, it's that one of my favourite times. Even when I'm in the studio and this Jewellery Maker studio's closed, I come in and have a look at them. It's the Wall of Fame.
It's the first thing I do.
The Wall of Fame. Look at all your amazing pieces that you send in to us, and that's the best bit. That's what I love about Jewellery Maker. It's such a family, isn't it? It really, really is a family, and I know lots of you I've had the privilege of meeting as well. Now, love this. Do you wear specs? You know, in the summer, in the summer I'm always losing my specs, or I sit on them. That's another thing I do.
No, I don't sit on them.
Which, when you've got a derriere like mine.
A
There's junk in the trunk. It's all good, isn't it? It's all good. Curves are better than corners. Listen, number 17. If you wear glasses, there is a reason why I was telling you that story. Then here is some inspiration which comes from, is this Carol? Carol Sweeney, and she says, hello all at JM, this is my entry to the Wall of Fame. It's red and blue quartzite glasses chains, so easy to make, and with the leftover chains I made bracelets. Hope to sell the bracelets at £5 each and the chains at £8 each. A real money maker if they sell. Absolutely. I mean, that's restranded, right? In fact, I think, Carol, I actually brought these to you, these strands, on Monday. Could well have been. Well, if I wasn't, I've seen these strands in person. That's what I mean. And I think I actually forget who was with me on that day, but actually suggested glass of chains as well. So it's a great idea. Was it Mark?
It was Mark.
Was it Mark? Yeah. And they are great. I mean, that lovely red and blue.
Yeah. And you can have one for every outfit then.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
What have you got?
Right, this is beautiful. I love these stones. Right, this is from Katarina, I hope I pronounced that right, from the Czech Republic.
Lovely.
Wow. Hello all at JM. Please find attached my first ever entry to the Wall of Fame, and very nice it is too. I've been watching JewelleryMaker for some time now, but I've only recently decided to switch from Czech glass beads to natural gemstones, and I've not looked back since. The attached jewellery set consists of a bracelet and earrings made out of multicoloured quartz puffy hearts, which I brought from JM at the beginning of the year. The metallic components are from stainless steel, which I like to use when making jewellery. I hope you like it. P.S. As you currently... Oh, she has her orders shipped to Germany and then to the Czech Republic. Wow, that's dedication.
Wow, dedication, absolutely.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
Really, really
love
lovely.
those quartz hearts. They're stunning.
Very romantic.
Well done.
Very romantic. Now, this is one of my favourite gemstones. It's number 18, Lorraine, and you've used your wonderful tiger's eye with all that chatoyancy. Love it. So she says, hello, please find my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's a bracelet following a design by Alison that she made for Ali. It is a bubble bangle made with round tiger's eye beads threaded onto antique bronze head pins and suspended from twisted antique bronze wire. All elements are from JM, as is most of my stash these days. I love the sound this makes when worn, as it is so tactile. Good luck to all on the Wall of Fame entrance. The photos give me lots of inspiration and make me green with envy at some of the talent. Hee hee. Thank you for your brilliant prices and great entertainment. Thank you, Lorraine. That's Lorraine Sanderson, it's one of my favourite gemstones.
I love it with the tiger's eye. I bet that's amazing in real life with all the chatoyancy.
The colour, yeah.
Right, this is number 15, and this is gorgeous. Very, very similar tones to the strand I've got from my challenge. This is from Eunice. Hi JM, this week's entry is lavender amethyst and smoky quartz. I love the columns you bring us, and these are amazing. The internal markings catch the light inside and multicolours shine out. Good luck to all, Eunice. That's beautiful. Very summer. It is very summer. We were talking about purple, weren't we? We were talking about it earlier. And speaking of, now this, I look at this and think it's quite Egyptian. Yeah, in terms of its design. Number 19, and it comes from June in Halifax, and she says, hi all at JM, here's my entry to the Wall of Fame, my interpretation of a necklace made by Gemma last week. Agate slabs of gold, 1.5mm wire. Well, you could use 1mm wire, couldn't you, with this? Got to use my hammer and block. Brilliant. Oh, how satisfying it is. See, it's the old fish scenario again. Gets rid of all your aggression, and results are good too. A big thank you to all the demonstrators for sharing their knowledge. Which other channel gives you all this? Gems, equipment, and the know-how to go forward. Make something to be proud of. Thank you to all. That's from June in Halifax. What a lovely message as well, June. And what a lovely necklace. I mean, imagine that. Just, you know, slip-on dress, incredible. Truly, I'm running out of time, but truly amazing, amazing Wall of Fame. Now, after the break, I have got the ultimate deal. A gemstone, firstly, that is rumoured not to be in production currently, and I've got 100% natural garnet. How about garnet and incredible chrome dioxide? It's coming up after this. Oh, I beg your pardon. Didn't hear our Ollie then. Now, yes. No, it's all good. It's all good. I'm getting so excited. I thought we were rushing. I thought we were up against time. That's my presenter pick. That's an anarchiametrine, which comes from all the way from Bolivia.
Again, we can't go direct to mine to get this gemstone. The government has ceased exportation. I haven't seen ametrine in absolutely ages. That is a fabulous, fabulous fusion of amethyst and your citrine. If you just want to see that chrome dioxide and look at that. 3 minutes away. I don't think I'm going to have enough of these to go around. Rumours that this gemstone's no longer in mine, so no longer be in mine. So make sure you get it whilst you can. It's all coming at you. I did say it was a stacked show, and it's after this.
It's been absolutely fantastic. It's the Resin Projects course, and Fiona is a terrific teacher. She's fun, she's very knowledgeable, and we've learned a lot of things. We're going home today with about 4 different projects, and they're absolutely beautiful. I bought a lot of the resin several months ago when it was on television being demoed, but I've never actually used it because I always like to come to the workshops first before I do anything. And I'm now going to be confident enough to go home and use it.
JewelleryMaker offers an extensive range of creative workshops for all levels, from beginners right through to advanced. Each workshop is run by our approachable tutors who are all friendly, knowledgeable and are specialists in their field of expertise. Our popular courses are tailor-made to suit your needs and to help you get started with a new hobby or to advance your skills onto the next level. We keep the class sizes small to ensure you get plenty of one-to-one attention, so book early to avoid disappointment. For more information, contact our call centre or visit our website.
When shopping with JewelleryMaker, you can add as many items to your order in one day and only pay one postage and packaging charge. We have 2 delivery options. Standard delivery at just £2.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 4 to 6 days. Or opt for our premium delivery at just £4.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 3 to 4 days. Happy shopping with JewelleryMaker.
Join the incredibly talented guest designer Alison Tarry in her very first wire sculpture DVD. In this edition, you will learn all the skills needed to create fabulous scrollwork designs, including a decorative bell, wire booties and an ornamental box. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Now, you are looking at a bundle of totally and utterly natural Mother's Nature's gemstones. Now, I am going to introduce the graphics very quickly on this auction because I know how many of you already know, I guess, the rumours about one particular one of these opportunities in this strand, in this bundle. Firstly, I'm going to start off with the garnet, and garnet is a gemstone which is greatly, greatly misunderstood in the gemstone world because people think, oh, garnet red. It doesn't. It comes in all different colours, but also you get different colours of reds as well. but it is one of the most refractive of gemstones. So what that means is when you look at this, you can see a fabulous amount of brilliance coming internally. This is almost rhodolite in terms of its colour, where you've got those flashes of grape juice sort of colours coming through, those sort of real prominent purples. So this is exciting in its own individual right, and I'd be, again, garnet we're very proud of. We do actually own mines of garnet around the world. So it's a gemstone that is very, very close to our hearts here at the Genuine Gemstone Company. I mean, look at that. I mean, they're all beautifully, beautifully faceted, irregular shapes, which I absolutely adore. It's decadence personified. But in particular, it's the chrome dioxide that I want to talk to you about. It's called, fondly labelled, the $1 million emerald, and you can absolutely, absolutely see why. This is totally natural. It's not enhanced in any way, shape or form, and this is a gemstone which brings in those wonderful rich rainforest greens. But news from sort of the Siberia, the Russian mine, is that it's no longer being produced, as in mined. And I guess that's no surprise. And that is one of the world's biggest producers of your chrome dioxide, and incredible when you think about the location, you see the beauty of the gemstone. So that's going to massively affect the actual world supply of chrome dioxide, and then whenever the supply is slowed, what happens with the price point? It absolutely skyrockets. And let me just show you this mine, which isn't where this is actually from. That's the mine which I was talking about in Russia. That's actually in the summer months. I mean, can you imagine? 3 months of the year maximum they can mine this gemstone. Can you imagine going to work in those extremities? I couldn't. But it's rumoured that that mine is actually closed as one of the world's global producers. So that means then there's going to be high demand for elsewhere chrome dioxide, even what is out there externally. Now, you have got a huge jewellery making deal coming your way. I genuinely am overwhelmed. I genuinely, Alison, honestly, I hope you sat down for this, because it's gonna knock your socks off. Oh no. Be on the phone lines, because this will sell out in, I actually think this could be a couple of minutes. There's 119 of these in the vault.
Oh no.
If Mark Smith, if you're watching right now, I know, see what I mean?
You're joking. That's chrome dioxide. It's one of my favourites.
The web is literally lit up.
Oh my god.
The web is literally lit up because they would have seen, and people are multi-buying. Of course you're going to, I mean, you would pay, I would say, quite comfortably, I'd expect the chrome dioxide alone to be £27.
I know.
John, oh my goodness.
John, if you're watching.
Has it pretty much got, what, if your husband's watching?
Yeah, please.
John, if it's gone.
Too.
It's gone.
No!
I knew it was going to be the case.
Oh
now,
God.
next is going to be exactly the same. John, if you're watching, how many? 40. Okay, now I've got tanzanite. And I've got charoite. And it's going under £10.
Under £10?
Firstly, this gemstone, I've only seen once. And that was with you guys, JewelleryMaker, last week. I've only ever seen charoite once in my life, and that was with you last week. And you've got a double strand of tanzanite. I've just said it, it's under £10. It's first come, first serve. Who can dial first? I don't think we will have time to sort of get Steve's email up now about how the price point of tanzanite and how so little of it is being unearthed. Skyrocketing, it guaranteed a double strand of tanzanite as well. We know how this gemstone, it's increased by 500%. You can actually expect to see tanzanite in jewellers elsewhere in excess of £3,000 per carat. Half the stock gone even before we introduced the price point. John, were you on it? Were you quick?
£9.90.
£9.90. Listen, I know that's a weird price, but Martha says she's done her magic and she's taken every single penny off that she can. It's one of those shows. It is absolutely stunning. Charoite is, it's almost got an opal appearance. I'm over allocated, it's sold out. It will need checkout. You might be one of those, but we are over allocated. Now, Box number 6, did you say? 8. Oh, yes. Sky blue apatite. Oh. No, you can't do that with this. She says, I can and I will. I can and I so will. Double trouble. I tell you what, we're sticking with the under £10 theme. You've got 50 carats of sky blue.
I adore those.
They're lovely, aren't they?
They're
80 of these. It's that azure blue, isn't it?
Mm. They are beautiful.
Azure blue, which is one of the world's. It's also known as Celeste Heavenly Blue, which is regarded,
nice.
because there's nothing on nature that you can physically touch.
Yeah.
You can, other than, of course, your gemstones. This and the last 2 bundles that I brought you, look how wonderful they would go together. Your chrome diopside, the charoite, the tanzanite, with your apatite as well. The average carat weight is 0.15. The average carat weight of apatite. I'm sticking with the under £10 theme. 2 strands. 50 carats in total. 50 of these are already allocated and I've only got 77. Oh, I tell you what, it's as much a competition as it is a gemstone auction, isn't it?
Speed dialing today.
Yeah, you almost want to have a bit of Rocky theme tune music in the background. With a burning heart. You know, the one where he's running up the steps and everything, you know. You've got to have that competitive edge with these fast view auctions. Under £10 for 50 carats of your sky blue. Good luck, good luck. Check out as soon as you can. I'll leave that with you. It's gone, it's gone, it's gone. Beryl, I love this strand. Now, on Monday, lovely Martha, she was watching me upstairs. It does sound a bit sinister, yeah, it does. But you know, she's management. That's what her job is, basically. And she saw how much Mark and I adored the multicoloured beryl, and we're able to deliberately. She's then scheduled it for today's show, knowing that I was going to be back with you. Now you've got aquamarines, you've got wonderful Goshenites, you've got fabulous Morganite pinks here as well. It's only ever been. Oh, look at that! Oh, that's pretty. I always do this. Hang on. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. That performance of light. Now, beryl, as a gemstone family, includes some of the world's rarest and most considered gemstones. Now, I'm talking about emeralds, obviously. I'm talking about morganites, I'm talking about aquamarine. And with aquamarine in particular, the reason why I'm saying that is because I've got definite perfection aquamarine tones and saturations here. You're looking for, imagine, like I say, a summer's day where there's not a breath of wind, there's not a cloud in the sky, that crisp sky blue. And look at what is included in this amazing opportunity. This is very, very, very high end. Aquamarine, obviously, birthstones, and for hundreds of years, for centuries, we have adored it. And I guess, let me just move that, sorry, my mic is rubbing. I guess it's no surprise. When you see this wonderful colour, this wonderful baby blue colour, the original engagement ring colour, gemstone that it actually was as well. Look at that. Going back to sort of my Sarah Jessica Parker. I mean, listen, I haven't watched Sex and the City in ages, but once upon a time I can remember it was the Russian chap that she actually dated who bought her. I can't even remember his name. Anyway, he was a musician, I think, or something like that, and a wealthy musician, and he bought her a diamond necklace, which was actually rondelles like this in the movie, and on the necklace there was literally about that much diamonds, which is a lot. Granted, it is a lot. That much diamonds, and then a simple chain added either side. It looked wonderful, wonderful on her. And I think when you're talking about high-end strands like this, I mean, Alison, I know, obviously I've seen your creations, which are impeccable. Something like this?
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love putting stuff like that with square wire and making like a channel set.
Oh, good idea, yeah.
Making the christening style bracelets with it. Perfect.
Yeah, because it needs to be special, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You could do it with this, like I've done with that little ring.
Well, you were talking about sort of christenings and things. You've got so you were talking about christenings and talking about lovely. Look at that.
So you can do that sort of style with it.
Well, you've got the baby blue of the aquamarine and the pink for the morganite. Yeah. So you've got like a channel set type ring. This is coming up in the next kit, by the way, which is happening very, very soon, but now it's about a really high-end strand, and that's what this is.
Yeah.
Aquamarine. There's a book which is up in our upstairs library here at JewelleryMaker. And there's one publication which I always look to when I've got aquamarine as a gemstone, and the reason why I say that is because it documents some of the finest jewellery creations over the 19th and 20th century. And there's a wonderful tiara which was for royalty, and a fabulous necklace in aquamarine. It was commissioned by Cartier, and the reason why I bring that and show it to our viewers is because, and I didn't have time this morning to actually find it, it's actually on our UK channels right now, but the reason why I show it is because you can see the quality of the aquamarine that we can offer next to the likes of Cartier in the 19th and 20th century pieces. Already a lot of these are being allocated. I know what you're waiting for. Clarity, you can see that clarity. The saturation and tone is absolutely there. You would expect this. I would personally, if Martha had said, Eleanor, guess what the price is of this, I would have said in excess of £40. Not this morning.
Wow.
You've seen this once on its launch. We are matching the launch price. We are matching the launch price. Now, listen, the thing is, when I see strands like this, and the guys know as well, I really, really get passionate about quality gemstones and strands. That is what you're getting. You'll see that. You've got that 30-day money-back guarantee. I mean, if you had sterling silver findings, maybe just three, let's show you, maybe 3 aquamarines. I mean, we've got gems of distinction pieces. That's literally 3. You'd sell them surely, what, in excess of £25, surely. And I'm bringing you sterling silver earring findings a bit later on. Maybe you could sort of separate them, like the lovely Mark, who has messaged me. And Mark, I'm sorry, I've been doing lots of doubles, so I will message you back, my lovely. Now you again put morganite, and there's some morganite in the centre. Let me show you those. So you could just put 4. You could just literally put 4 of those onto sterling silver, and you're good to go. And you're absolutely good to go. And a morganite necklace, £40, £50.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And then some. And that's me being conservative. Like I said, all it needs is restranding. We're matching the launch price though for you jewellery makers. We shouldn't really be. One beauty of shopping with us here at JewelleryMaker as well, you can download your certificate of authenticity, which I'm guessing, and I'm sure you've had first experience of this, Alison, is a huge sales tool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And if you want to go and get them valued, take it with you to get them valued. But definitely, I mean, download it, it's free. Yeah. Why would you not?
Exactly.
And if you are selling, you put that on the stall with your piece of jewellery.
Absolutely, you could photocopy it and maybe split it up into the different pieces. And if absolutely, it's a high-end strand, so you would want to get this valued even. Yeah. And I know lots of you jewellery makers do that, get your pieces valued, and you really, really should. Recognise, especially when you're using 925 sterling silver, we can prove the country of origin. You can see the actual facets and the cuts, etc. I mean, just 4 of those aquamarines, 4 of those of morganites. Goshenite. Sammy, one of our guest designers, has gone for this. She just messaged in.
Morning, sweetheart.
Morning, sweetheart. And we have got a message, and that's from John, your partner, lovely.
Sorry,
darling. A little more notice if you want stuff, please.
Sorry.
Sorry, yeah. Alison. They were on and gone, weren't they? To be fair, you were up against it, John. You were up against it, to be fair. They sold out pretty quickly. So a little bit more notice then, Alison. To be fair, we could have given you more notice on that.
Yeah.
You can still get this though. You can still get this aquamarine. So March's birthstone, and I know that sort of Mark was talking about how people asking people about what their birthstone actually is, and using that as a way of sort of gauging people into sort of his craft store. Now that was number 6. Leave that with you. Moving on to. Oh, I love these. We were talking about high end. We were talking about how you'd want to use your precious metals. Have we got any tweezers anywhere? So I'm thinking of your pearls, I'm thinking of your aquamarine, I'm thinking of your morganites, I'm thinking of your Larimar, which I've got coming up, certainly thinking of your ametrine, which is coming up now, a choker necklace, which Alison, thank you, my lovely, Alison did actually describe. I have got, let me show you.
Oh.
Yeah, these are amazing. I have got, they are brand new, 6. John, we're holding off the graphics. John!
Is that enough notice, babe?
John! Do you want 2 lots? You're getting 3 pairs.
They're beautiful.
Look at these, 925 sterling silver. They are brand new today. Now,
Stunning.
there is a wonderful sort of heart, isn't it? Very calligraphy-like. Now, you could use these pendants.
Yeah. Earring findings.
Earring
to
findings.
do, you know, the multi-drop earrings. Bracelets. Definitely chokers.
Definitely
Multi-strands.
chokers, multi-strand chokers, absolutely. You get 60s. And, do you know, a solid 925 sterling silver. Do you know the cost of sterling silver and gold and platinum? It is increasing every single day. And you have got a substantial gram weight. This is just one. This is just one of those, and you're getting 6 in total. They're not flimsy. And listen, do you know what? I'm going to turn it like so you can actually see the width.
I was going to say, they're quite chunky, aren't they?
You could actually see the width. So you've got that durability to it as well. You've got that longevity with it. 0800 644 655. Brand new JewelleryMaker Premiere. We have to introduce our graphics because already there is a lot of demand for these. John, are you ready? 3 pairs. Or 6 pendants. I tell you what, it is the launch. It is the launch. Under £10.
Very good.
Very
Good.
I mean, look at everything that you're getting there. All that sterling silver. All of that sterling silver. I'm trying to put it on the back of my hand there so you can see. For £10.
And they add value to your jewellery so much.
Of course they do.
You know, and if you're giving a gift to a loved one or something, can you say, oh, you know, it's sterling silver?
Tanzanite, garnet, chrome dioxide, ametrine. I mean, it's findings like this that you're going to be putting with them, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've got a lot of those kind of strands, by the way, and you've seen exactly what Martha's been up to this morning. I've got 300 of these. They are brand new. Lots of feedback coming away, lots of you multi-buying. Sammy's messaged in, Sammy in Gloucestershire, those are gorgeous. What are you doing to me today, ladies? Stunning, what's that say? And mine. Oh yes, my precious. Look at that. Yeah, exactly. I know, it's one of those shows. 90, so almost a third of the stock. Have you got yours?
Just see my name.
Alison's like this.
Yeah.
John.
No, it comes up because I leave my machine logged on.
Oh, you come up Alison, do you?
I come up as Alison
You
staff.
saw your name, did you?
Yeah.
Good. So you've got yours. Now listen,
babe.
a third of the stock has gone already. A third of the stock. I haven't got, I mean that's a lot of sterling silver in one of those. So I haven't got the official gram weight, but when you get this on, these are not flimsy. They are substantial. I mean, talk about this. I mean, just one of those. One of those is a pendant. I'm going to sort of hang on a minute. Let's hold it up to the neckline so you can actually see.
Oh, with some
Whilst
of those.
you're all dialing through. If you all check out, there are only 50 of these remaining. It was meant to last, by the way, until spring. It's not going to happen.
Could you imagine putting some of those black drops below it?
Imagine just a couple of pearls, yeah. What about this? Ali is actually saying, imagine this as a ring.
Yeah. You could do that as a ring.
I wonder if I can try and... I'm really trying to balance this so you can show you.
Oh, or a slave bracelet, so it's coming down.
Oh, a slave bracelet, yeah. So it'll be kind of there. This was meant to last into spring. It's not going to.
It's going to sell out.
If you all check out, I've got 40 remaining. And I've still got people on the phone lines. So all of that sterling silver, 3 pairs. I'll hold them all together actually. Have we got one of those black mats? Oh,
Here's one.
there it is. Here's one. I've got one. Look at this. I'm going to hold those together in a pair of tweezers. So you can see just, not for I'm not showing you the beauty, I'm just showing you the overall gram weight. Look at that, Alison, look at the gram weight.
I know, that is substantial.
Even the tweezers don't want to hold it. It is substantial.
Yeah.
Have they all gone? Well done. Stay on those phone lines, make sure you do check out. They are all allocated. Amazing. Oh, no, that was over there. That was number what was it? This was 9. Going into 9. Sorry, that won't mean anything to you. That's Martha telling me what to do. Ooh, now. Last of stock. Launched at the very beginning of the week. Alison, these are half drilled pearls.
Oh.
Now, classic pearl earrings.
Yeah.
I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, there's 10 in total, so that's 5 pairs of earrings.
Absolutely.
I've only got 150 this morning.
They're so popular though.
They're 7x5mm and perfectly spherical. When it comes to a pearl, because it is what we call an organic gemstone, you're looking for how spherical they are. You're also looking for the orient, which is the mirror reflection. Can you see that right there as I tilt it back and forth? It's almost, you can see the studio before me, can't you? Also the nacre surface, which is a little bit like the skin. You want it to be perfectly smooth. Now, these are kind of like button shaped. Now, Ollie was in the jewellery quarter about 6 months ago. In yellow gold, granted, about this size, £100. And you know, last time I was on here on Monday, I was talking about pearls that were in the jewellery retailers that I used to work at. You would pay, always hundreds of pounds for a pair of pearl studs and thousands of pounds for a pearl necklace, and I'm not exaggerating at all. Now, we'll introduce the graphics. I've only got 150. John, you ready?
You see, do you know what I'd also use these for? Because I know they're perfect for earrings, but they're great for doing a little ring.
A little solitaire ring.
Yeah. Yeah. Or a little pendant, and then you just get that perfect little ring.
Do you know, I love that suggestion.
Such a simple ring to make.
You've got a simple pearl in your rattle.
Yeah.
It is a simple design, classic solitaire.
Yeah.
Listen, it's going to be the lowest on-screen price. I'm not allowed to go any lower than £6.95. You'll get right. Hang on a minute. We have just said. I know in gold, but hundreds of pounds for a pair. £100 for a pair of pearl earrings. I'm trying to pick these up so you can see both. So you're with sterling silver. Let's say, £40-50?
You must be.
Okay, if you want to be safe, maybe 30.
Yeah.
Look at the quality.
For the half.
But even at £20, you're tripling the price. Well, more than.
Well, you've got 5 pairs of earrings there.
And how easy is it to actually make simple stud earrings with these?
Oh, very easy. Very easy.
Could I do it?
Yeah, absolutely. You can buy stud findings. And we've done some other ones. We've done some fancy findings where you can pop these on. I think we did some pendant ones fairly recently as well that they'd be perfect with. But if you've got some sterling silver wire, all you've got to acquire is an earring back.
Yeah. Well, we've actually got some findings coming up with the butterfly backs.
Yeah. There you go.
So we've got that covered. Perfect. If you haven't got any of those. They are the half drilled, so that hole actually only goes halfway through, so you still got the beauty of the pearl on the actual front. I only had 150. Wonderful shape. You can see it's organic. If you all check out, I've got 40 remaining. It is one of those type of shows that you're going to have lots of goodies arriving in a few days. So busy. 5 pairs, and there we go back to pearls through the ages. It's been adored for centuries, absolutely centuries. Classic stud earrings. Every girl should have pearls. I truly believe that. Pearl earrings, pearl necklace. You should, because it goes with so much.
Yeah.
It goes with so much. 10 pairs. I mean, that I don't know. Okay, let's be conservative. If you're selling, or even if you're gifting, but if you're selling, and you said to me, if I was wandering around your local stall and at a craft fair, and you said pearl earrings, they're £30, I'd say that's an absolute bargain. An absolute bargain. And if you got it valued and appraised, which I'd encourage you to do, then it's not going to be anywhere near. Not for quality pearls like that. If they were slightly distorted, if they had indentations, if they had imperfections, if you like, it's a bit like us maybe having a spot, I suppose. If the pearls had imperfections on them, then yes, that would affect the value. But look at those. I've got to move on, I'm afraid. Of course, it's hugely demanded. Now it's kit time. Oh, it's kit time. Okay. Love this kit as well.
I adored this kit.
It is a gorgeous kit, and I love the jewellery that you've made as well. Very Egyptian. Now, okay. Let's bring you, I'm going to show this to you quite quickly so we can get over and make sure we see Alison's. I've only got 60 of these. Firstly, you get 50 metres of your wire, bringing in the graphics straight away, 50 metres of your wire in the gold, and that is your 1mm gauge. Alison's Adventure, and then you've also got your blue copper. This is 10mm. Oh gosh, you've got 3 spools. I thought I only had. I thought I had 2. We've also got your gold 4mm gauge. I mean, how Egyptian is this? You've got 1mm blue wire and 6mm blue wire as well. So look at that. So 4 spools, plus also your beading thread, monofilament and clear elastic. Then we have got pearl, sodalite and also shell. Love these shells. Very different, aren't they, and unique. Really busy already. I've only got 60, so I tell you what I'll do. I'm going to go straight over to Alison. We'll introduce your price point. Bought it separately, and bear in mind you have got here 4 spools of wire, including the 50 metres in the big gold. 50 metres, so it should be £49.10 if you bought it all separately. But not today. There are only 60 though. How about a reduction of £18?
Wow.
Look at that. You've got a 50 metre gold wire spool, and the 10 metre gold in 4mm, and your blue wire as well. £18 reduction. Already 20% of the stock has gone. Listen, I'm going to have to go over. I'll bring this ring with me as well, Alison.
Okay.
Oh, I love those earrings. I love. Oh, and that necklace. Can I put it on?
Of course you can.
And I've got DVDs, by the way. I'll bring it after.
I love that.
Did you know that we were working together and make it for me?
I didn't at the time I made it, but it suits you beautifully. It does suit you beautifully.
Hot date tomorrow, you know.
Well, there you go. I adore platin wire, and I think that just looks so expensive.
It does.
So expensive.
It doesn't look handmade, does it?
No.
That's boutique jewellery. Look at that.
I love it. And there's a little matching bracelet.
And a matching bracelet. Oh yes. And you've got so you've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pieces of jewellery.
Yep, and I have.
And you've still got loads of wire left.
Loads of wire left.
And obviously she's got loads left. Look at that. All that left. Tons. So you could make another one of these, couldn't you?
Oh God, you could probably make about 3 or 4 of those.
Could you really?
Yeah, because I've already cut off for another one.
Right. Oh, so you're going to show me. Right. So really, I mean, necklace like this, if you said, that's £60, please.
I'd love it.
I would though, because it does look boutique though.
It does.
It does look boutique. And very wearable. Is this what you're going to demonstrate, my lovely?
I'm going to demonstrate the platin.
Yeah, brilliant. Now, lots of you getting involved. Alison's Adventure. So this is it's one of those kits that obviously you've got so much in there, beautiful gemstones, but you're going to make an awful lot out of it. Probably, would you agree? It's got it's one of those kits that you can make the most that I've ever seen out of.
Out of all 3 kits today, this is the one. You can keep going with the wire. And as you've seen, I've used virtually all of the gemstones.
Yeah.
I have used virtually all of the gemstones. But you could keep going with that wire for ages and ages. And I've done some quite heavy gemstone pieces. So the sodalite I've used in 2 pieces. I've really gone gemstone heavy with it. But you could use those a bit more sparingly and add it with the wire. And you know, you could stretch it out for ages.
I've turned that round deliberately. You might be thinking, Eleanor, you're not putting it on right. I've done that deliberately so you can actually see how Alison's finished it as well.
And it's just simply bent over.
And it follows the curvature of the neckline as well. 20 of these have gone. I've got 40 remaining. Now, okay, let's see.
So for that necklace,
yeah,
I've got 3 lots of 5 wire.
Right.
So I've got, in each lot of wire, I've got 3 gold and 2 blue. Mm-hmm. You could swap it round, you could have 3 blue and 2 gold and get a different effect.
Right.
Yeah. So you can play with the wires, you could just have one in the middle, 1 blue in the middle and 2 gold. You can play with it and get different effects. Now, it's great for using one of these macrame boards to do it. So what you've got to be careful of is that these wires are kept in the same order. So they obviously just get bunched together when you start up there.
Sort of in a line.
Yeah, so
a bit like a running track.
Yeah, you need to lay them out flat. So when you're plaiting, and people plait in different ways. It's a bit fiddly to start with. As soon as you get going, it's so easy to do. Well, maybe because I plait my hair every day, it's easy. So can you see where they're sort of different at the top, but you need to get that banding right?
Yeah.
But don't worry about how it goes in the top, because you can go back to it. There we go.
So just making sure they are all sort of in a line and...
Yeah, to get that effect.
Yeah.
Okay, so once we've got them in the line, we're literally going to plait, but you've got to hold them flat. And this is going to be I'm going to stand up for this because I just need that extra height. So we're going to hold it flat. Let me get hold of them again. I've got that one. Sorry, I'm making this more fiddly than it is, because normally you tilt it towards you, you do it at an angle and it'd be fine.
Yeah, well, you're demonstrating as well, which always adds to the difficulty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
So we get one and we're going to pass that one over.
Ollie's just said to me, Alison, that his 6-year-old was plaiting wire yesterday.
Excellent, you see?
Oh, niece, I beg your pardon.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, you've just got a little baby.
She grew very quickly. She's very talented.
She's very talented, grew that quickly. No, 6-year-old niece, I beg your pardon.
Get a making and get a stall out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, so left over the middle, right over the middle, and that's all you're doing all the way down. Now what I'm doing is I'm using my thumb
to keep it flat,
or finger, yeah, to bend the wire round. So I'm pushing down on the wire to keep it flat, but I'm also forming this curve. I'm not pulling it against the other wire. I'm actually, my finger is fixing that wire there, and then I pull it around so that you're getting this nice curve. And once you've got going, as you can see, you then get into a rhythm.
Alison, do you know what? Yeah.
My hand's completely in your way.
No, that's not at all what I was going to say. Ollie and I were just literally having a conversation without me speaking, but he was saying to me, and I'm not sort of nodding to him, saying, you make this look so easy.
It's fiddly to begin with. Once you've got that start going, they tend to start sitting together. And it is easy. It's just plaiting. If you can plait, you can make some amazing things. And you just keep following this around. Now normally I would have this tilted at an angle and be plaiting like you would hair.
Now I've still got some opportunities at this. Amazing. I'm surprised, to be truthful, because it's probably one of the most limited. You are saving £18. You've got probably the biggest content included in any of the kits that we brought you today, and I've still got opportunities. Now I have got coming up, and whilst Alison you're plaiting away for a second, I've got, if you were thinking out, is wire workers a medium that you've not stepped into? Well, I've got 3 of the best right here. We'll introduce your graphics as well. So if you bought this with the tools earlier on as well, so included is your wirework rings. Now, I've seen this DVD, very easy, and even I can create these cluster rings. So this is the wirework ring DVD. You've also got that's actually sort of footage off the DVD. So the beauty of is that you can walk yourself through it, stop, start as you go. Simple manipulation of wire, and yeah, like I say, it's the lovely Louise that does that video. I've got the wire gizmo, which you demonstrated earlier on, which makes some wonderful designs, the gizmo.
Oh, and is that Rachel's? She does some amazing things with the gizmo. She is queen of the gizmo.
Yes.
Like, beyond doubt.
Yes, well, yeah, lovely Rachel. And then also you've got your memory wire, which we were talking about earlier when we brought you that wonderful bundle, how you would just need, you could make 2 bracelets out of 1 double strand, and Mark actually sells them for in excess of £15. So 3 DVDs, and you would expect to pay in excess, what, £20? You'd pay £20 surely for any tutorial DVD in most places. Yeah. Not with us, though. Not with us. Add this to your kit. For just £3 a DVD.
That's so good. I mean, I think our DVDs are superb value anyway, but £3 a DVD is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And great if you're starting, great if you're changing genre and you've gone from beading to wirework, or you know, you've not done rings before. Fantastic for doing stuff like that.
Yeah, and also inspiration. Now, they're each an hour long, and you get about 5 to 6 different techniques as well included. So you've got up to 18 different techniques included across these 3 DVDs. So you can learn at your own pace. So if you're watching Alison right now and you're thinking, gosh, I don't know if I could do that. Listen, it's practice. That's all it is. It's practice. Yeah. And you do make it look very, very, very easy. But I'm interested in particular in seeing the end, because I showed you how Alison has actually finished that. Keep on dialing though. Our DVDs, I've got quantity of them, but they are certainly one of our most popular products that we bring you here at JewelleryMaker. I've got some wirework tools coming up as well after this as well. So you could make, and you said how many could you make of these?
Oh, out of what's left you could do another 2 or 3, easy. And then you still have loads of this. Your limit there is your blue, but then you could go on to doing just gold ones, which also looks so sumptuous.
Oh, it would.
They do. I've done a big one with even more strands. I think I did 7 strands in each of these, and a really big chunky collar. So
how did you do that then? So you plaited it, and then what, did another 3?
No, did the same. So where I had 5 strands in each of these, I did 7. So you've got to hold it flat and bend it round. But
I see what you mean.
So we're going to do this as a bracelet to go with that.
Look at that. So in terms of finishing it off, you've just bent it over, have you?
Yeah. So snip it. Have we got time?
Have we got time for Alison to demonstrate the end? Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Make sure we show everybody, because I'm intrigued by this as well. So you've just literally tidied up the ends.
Cut it off straight. Now I usually tend to tip the end over, and then take it a bit further back, and bend it all the way round.
Gosh, as easy as that.
And then on the back, what you do is you make sure these are pointing down, so you just tidy them all, and then you won't feel them. And then that is what you feel. So easy. You do the other end, and then obviously you bend this round, and that is so sturdy.
And then you can sort of, if you've got a bust at home, then you can actually pre-form it for the article, because obviously we're not straight away. You want it to follow our natural curvature.
So you'd curve it for that. I try and curve it a little bit as I'm plaiting, if I'm doing the collar. And then yes, you've got to have that bend, because if you leave it flat, it sort of sticks up at the back of your head.
Yeah, I know
you've got to bend it over your shoulders, but you just ease it over a little bit.
So now, you might need tools for the job of that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like we planned it, Alison. It's like we planned it.
Do you know what? That Martha's a mind reader, isn't she?
She's a mind reader. Now I've got flat half round pliers, bent nose pliers. What's with the noses?
This is the nose bit.
Ollie's saying he feels a little bit offended. And flat round nose pliers. Now, what do they all mean? Now I can see a difference, a distinct difference. So let me show everybody firstly. So the flats, which one have I got? these are your flats, these are your rounds, and these are your half. So, how many of these have I got? They're back in stock. Oh, they're brand new for 2015. There's 70 of these. So 70 of these, got the comfort grip that we were talking about earlier on, plier trio. Now, distinct difference between all three of them, I'm sure. But one that's not very obvious to me.
You just use them for different jobs. I mean, I use these because they're quite narrow at the top. If you look at the difference, can I borrow those?
Yeah.
So if you look at the difference of the top, hang on, turn it that way up, would be better, wouldn't it? This one's very, very fine at the top, and that one's a bit chunkier, so they'll do different jobs. This gives you nice, fine, tight turns. Yeah. So if you're doing your prongs, you can turn it really tight together, so you don't get a wide bit. Whereas if you were turning with that, it would be wider. And did you say these are half round? Oh, these are cool. I've not got any of these.
John!
Oh, that's so cool.
She's not got any of these.
I haven't.
John, she's not got these.
Sorry.
You're taking them out now.
Just so they can see. You see, so this is half round there.
I am joking, you know I'm teasing.
You get used to it. See how it's half round?
Yeah.
That's fab.
Okay.
That's fab.
And what about the bent nose?
So those they use them a lot in
you are allowed to take them out, you know.
No, they just slide.
So the bent nose ones.
You use them a lot in chainmail. I'm not a big chainmail person.
Half the stock's gone, by the way. I only had 70.
I have to admit, Fleur tempted me with some of the square wire jump rings the other day. So, yeah, as far as I know, these you use a lot in the chainmail because it's handy and they can get in places. So if I needed to get something from in there, they're very handy.
Pull it through.
Yeah, brilliant
like
for doing stuff like that. Yeah.
50 of these have gone.
Fantastic.
I have to bring in the price for you. All three brand new today. There were only 70 rather.
10.95.
I've shouted John for you. It's all right.
Again, it's the same as one. You know,
specialists these are though, aren't they? They are specialists.
Well, these I use all the time.
And then the
I love these. These half round ones are brilliant.
And last but not least, you've got the round nose flat pliers.
Oh, they're not like mine. Oh, they're half and half.
Already allocated, I'm so sorry. They are brand new, they are specialist.
Wow.
I know. Well, you'll have to hope and wait till they're back in stock. Now, Alison, I've got the Wall of Fame and we're going to skedaddle over because we are up against... I told you that we've got loads and loads and loads. It's coming up right now. Sorry, us two just walking off there. It's because, see ya. No, it's because we're trying to actually squeeze so much in the show. That's what it is. So I've got Ollie going, right, yeah, I've got to go to Wonderland Fame because I've got this coming, I've got that coming. So he's not actually speaking to me like that, you know. He's very polite, is our Ollie. Anyway, this is number 22 and it comes from Amanda or Miss Ladysmith in Nottingham. Now, there's a familiar name. Hello to you. Hi all at JM. This week's entry is a simple necklace with amazonite and labradorite rosary link chain featuring a genuine vintage skeleton key and an amazonite heart dangling from the key. Love that. I love incorporating found items in my jewellery and I've developed quite a hoard of vintage keys over the last few years, so thought it was time I started using them. I think they work beautifully with gemstones. Fingers crossed as always for a win. And as I said, that comes from Amanda in Nottingham. Well done to you, Amanda. They're lovely. I love that vintage design.
And doesn't it make you conjure, what does this key open?
Yeah.
Doesn't it make you start thinking about it?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is from Annette. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Hi JM, I watched Laura Binding's DI show the other day and was inspired to make my own signature ring. And beautiful, beautiful. Using point A silver plated copper wire with gorgeous bright blue agate, which I got from you before Christmas. I don't usually make chunky rings, so I hope you like it. I think it's beautiful, and the colours together.
Yeah, combination.
Stunning. Yeah,
it's that azure blue again, isn't it?
Yeah,
that azure blue. Wowzers.
Love.
Somebody is very good at wire work. This comes from number 20. This is number 23, and it's Margaret White in Birmingham, and she says, "Love working with wire." Clearly, Margaret, you've developed an amazing knack for it. Weaved with 4mm and did the decoration with the wire that was left, all from JewelleryMaker. Short and sweet message, but you know what? The piece speaks volumes. That's amazing. That detailing.
Stunning piece.
Really I wouldn't even know where to begin. I really wouldn't.
I've got number 21. I love this. I love the
mesh.
I love the mesh and what Gemma Crow can do with the mesh. My goodness. This is from Kathleen Sheila Phillips. Hello everyone. Really been enjoying the shows. Please find my entry this week. It has been my first attempt using wire mesh. Wow, that's your first attempt. I wasn't sure what to do with it at first, and I've had it in my stash for ages, but this sort of evolved. It's a bit vintage looking. I used purple striped agate with purple agate, jade carved leaves and rose quartz. Gold on a gold flash chain. I'm rather pleased with it. I can't wait to try some more wire. God, you know what? I need to change my teeth.
No, you're all right. I'm like that sometimes. You know, just that I can't talk.
So I'm looking out for it now. All components and gems from JM. Hope you like it. Good luck to all my fellow jewellery crafters, Sheila. I think it's beautiful, Sheila.
Yeah,
Good
I'm
job.
a big fan of mesh.
I love the mesh.
Yeah, love it. And also, you know, when I used to sit in the office sometimes and I just
open it and pull it.
I'm quite a tactile person. I think one of you mentioned that earlier. Now, last but by no means least, is in number 24. Oh, it's just, again, it's that azure blue.
It is.
Love it, love it, love it. It comes from
Anne Conway.
Anne Conway. See? We're both at it this morning, I tell you what. This set made up from royal and aqua quartzite rounds and also sodalite rounds. I've used 6mm silver coloured wire, all from JM. The bead frames are from my stash. I made it whilst my son was in Air Cadets for something to do before I went to pick him up. Really? You did it in that time? Feeling more comfortable with wire now. So I am going to check out one of your wire DVDs. Well, I hope you were just watching, Anne. DVDs. Wish me luck, and that's Anne in Rill. Lovely. Rill. Well, you've just seen the bundle right there. Now, well done. Keep them coming in, folks, because we do love seeing them. Now, we've got something a little bit exciting coming up after the break.
Oh, have we?
It's that amethyst.
Oh, it's stunning. You don't mean I've got to have finished, don't you?
No. Phew. But it is coming up after the break, and
Stunning.
I've got 50.
They won't last.
And it's going under 50. John, here's your heads up.
Love these.
It's after the break.
The fastest way to shop with JewelleryMaker is by going to our website. Just click on the sign up button. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the Watch Live button on the front page. You can also use our Refine tool and narrow down your search. Once you've found an item that you like, just simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day and still only pay 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with JewelleryMaker.
Gemma Crow brings you into the world of patina. You'll create stunning effects with the guidance of Gemma right beside you. This DVD includes adding texture to your designs, preparing your metal, applying the patina, neutralizing process, and finally, the finishing process. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Get involved with JewelleryMaker by sending the studio a message during our live hours. You can send a text to 60777 and start your message with JM Studio, or alternatively, go to our website and click on Watch the Live Show, simply type your message into the box and press send. Make sure you stay tuned in case your message is read out. Get interactive with JewelleryMaker.
Did
Did you know you can purchase incredible jewellery featuring genuine gemstones on our sister channel Gems? Come along and see what treasures you can find.
Download the JewelleryMaker app today. You can watch our JewelleryMaker shows live, view all the details of the item that is currently on air, as well as browsing all the items from today's show. You can also minimize the video or switch to use as a companion app. Get the JewelleryMaker app today and boost your viewing experience.
Here at JewelleryMaker, we love seeing your jewellery creations, learning about your inspiration and reading your blogs. If you write your own craft or jewellery blog, then we'd love to hear from you. Simply tweet us at jewellery_maker UK with your blog link and we'll be in touch.
Join Karen Crawford on a new DVD to JewelleryMaker, Talk Necklace Projects. You'll learn lovely talk necklace designs, such as the free-form talk necklace, colour grading, how to add gemstones, the Aztec weave, and how to add embellishments. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
What a vision of beauty this is, and this just defines, well, Mother Nature's treasures, doesn't it? Because you know that obviously there's various different gemstones and there's various different degrees of quality, but this is, I truly don't think we could give you much better than what you're seeing on your screen right now. Amethyst, it's one of the world's most recognized gemstones. And ultimately you're looking for that dazzling colour, but it does come in an array of different colours. You've got the sort of pink amethyst, you've got your rich velvety purple amethyst, and of course you've got your rose de France, then you've also got praserite, so it does come in different colours. But personally, I'm a big fan of your pastel gemstones. I love your morganites, I love your kunzites, I love your aquamarines. I just think it is real class and elegance. That's my personal preference. And that's what this strand is to me, class and elegance. Now, I've only got 50 of these available, and there's approximately 11 on each strand. They're solitaires in their own individual right. I mean, you would only need one of these, wouldn't you, on a sterling silver chain, and there's your price point already made back. Look at the clarity. Look at that clarity. That is what is so exciting about this auction. Now, these are exquisitely faceted pairs. You can see the quality of the pavilion leading down to the coulis, how it's almost like you're travelling at the speed of light, and that's when a lapidus has taken a gemstone and really launched it, if you like, into a thing of beauty. When you can follow the facets down the coulis of the gem, down the pavilion rather, of the gem to the coulis, and it looks like, I always say it and it makes people chuckle, but you know at the beginning of Star Wars, when the trailers are coming through and you're travelling at light speed and all the stars are flashing past me, when I see a quality gemstone like this in this strand, or gemstones I should say, where you're seeing those facets draw your eye down to the coulis of the gem, that's what it looks like. And that is what cutting gemstones is actually all about. Look at these. That's the work of art, the miracle that is produced. Now, I've only got 50. It is limited, but then I guess that isn't that isn't a surprise. Not when we're talking about a strand of this calibre. Now, Alison, it is your challenge, and I know you're busy making, and we will show you Alison's makes a bit later on. But have to bring this to you now. We've had lots and lots of messages into the studio about this. You're sharing our absolute delight. The quality is amazing. We know of the 4 C's, you know of the colour, and you have got very much rose de France. I mean, we've not labelled it rose de France amethyst, but can you see those wonderful sort of lilac tones? distinctly feminine, and Rose de France and Amethyst has been adorned by royalty, clergy. It's a gemstone of stature, and back in the day when you used to wear things to sort of to actually different gemstones in different areas of your clothing to actually signify, I guess, where you were in society. I mean, gone are those days now, thankfully, but this would have been those gemstones that would have been worn by a hierarchy, I suppose. Already I have got collectors and jewellery makers on the web making sure they're not missing out on this, and I don't blame you. Alison, Rosalind, Ruth, Sharon, Mrs. Pauline in West Midlands, Francesca, you're there. I've got Brian there, Amazon in Cambridgeshire, and I've got Marilyn in Merseyside already ahead of the game. Now, just Alison, I mean, you've got 11 here. Now, when we gave this to you this morning,
yes,
you literally did a little dance.
Oh, I did. I adore stones like this. I absolutely adore them. They're brilliant for prong setting, but you don't have to prong set them because they're drilled, and they're drilled nicely at the top. If you use I do it in uneven numbers, so I'd use perhaps 1 or 3, just with some white pearls or something like that. You could even put it with the chrome dioxide. Yeah. Actually use that pop of green with those just delicately hanging down, and they'd look amazing.
Absolutely
just
amazing.
As a solitaire pendant, amazing.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, and I know I keep referring to it, but I think that's because
simplicity.
Well, yeah, keeping things simple, but also the fact I've brought yesterday, for example, I did our UK channel, I did our USA channel. I brought Rose de France on both occasions on both of those shows, and Amethyst pieces. You wouldn't find well, you could, but you wouldn't find a necklace like this. You would find one piece on a pendant, and it would certainly. I mean, an amazing price point, obviously. But, I mean, it's that grade, it's that clarity that you are seeing here. 20 of these have already gone. I've only got 50. Now, I am going to bring you a live price drop. I meant to bring it to you at £39.95, but I'm going to match the launch price. There's only 50.
Oh.
For one of those. Just one of those on a sterling silver chain at £34.95.
Yeah, you get your money back on one stone.
You would?
Absolutely.
You really would, and not necessarily even the biggest.
No.
Not necessarily even the biggest. I mean, look, they're all sizable.
Well, I was going to say the small ones aren't that small.
No, that's one of the small ones.
That's still a nice little delicate solitaire.
11 by 8 to 15 by 11 that you're seeing here.
Beautiful.
Can I show you the profile as well so you can actually see? I tell you what I'll do. Can we do it that way? How's that? That's the profile, so you're seeing the pavilion there. Now that is almost giving you the look of briolette cut.
Yeah.
Briolette faceting was actually used very much in the Victorian era. It's one of the most complex cuts to actually endure or embark on, I should say. Used predominantly with sort of your chandelier earrings, and it's real decadence as the Victorian era was all about. So if you turned it that way, you've got briolette shaped faceted gemstones almost there, haven't you? Can you see the flashes of pinks coming through? Because it is one of the world's most pleochroic gemstones. So you get really distinctive pinks coming through. When we're talking about quality amethyst like this, then obviously you'd expect one of those in a jewellery store to be actually in excess of that price point. A quick story for you. The first gemstone that I bought myself was from a jeweller, staff cost, and granted, yes, it was an 18 karat gold and it did have diamonds. It was an amethyst solitaire. This was when I was about 22, 23. I saved up for it because it was a lot of money. It was a lot of money even then. £800 I paid for it, and that was staff cost. And it was an amethyst, and guess what? It was this soft pastel colour that I actually bought. It wasn't the really richly saturated, it was more edging towards the Rose de France. Very reminiscent of this strand. £34.95, and you've got 11 on these. Joan, Margaret, Michelle in Lanarkshire, Evelyn, Janet, Sue, Nicola, Glenda. If everybody checks out, then I've got 10 left. 5 left now. There were only 50. I can't wait to see your pieces. I can't see your pieces now. Can't wait to see it, rather.
Yeah.
Did I just say I can't see your pieces?
I'm hiding.
I did actually just say that. Anyway, we'll go over.
Stunning.
We'll see Alison's pieces in about an hour or so's time. But I know how much you love these. I know how much you do. It is last in stock, first come, first serve, and it's your abalone. Now, we actually bring you abalone on both sides as well, so you've got the beauty on both sides. It's always in demand. Beautiful sheen. A great size. These are 16 millimeters. As soon as I bring in the graphics, it's going to have gone. 16 millimeters. It's a wonderful sort of oceanic gemstone. I always think about mermaids when I look at abalone. Do you agree, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is quite mermaid-like. Are you a bit poorly, Ben?
I've got an abscess on top.
Oh, you've got an abscess.
So it's fun.
You poor love. Get well soon, honey.
Thank you.
Get well soon. Right, these will go. Let's bring in your price. How many have we got? £9.95. How many have we got of these? 35. I've now got 30 within seconds of bringing in the price point. That's how much in demand abalone is. Shall I count them for you? Let's count them, because you've got 60 millimeters, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. 25 on one strand, and at £9.95.
And like you said, because they're on both sides, they're perfect for earrings where they spin.
And how easy is it to put them on shepherd hooks?
Perfect.
Done.
Yeah.
Done. Lots of you multi-buying on this as well. I don't blame you. It's so easy. I guess if if you hadn't thought about making jewellery to make money, it's so easy to make.
Yeah.
Simple sterling silver drop earrings with one abalone on the bottom, and
done.
What would you say for that? Sterling silver or even copper?
5 to 10 minimum, probably. Depend. Up north we're a bit cheaper than other. I know you can sell on the internet, but you've got to look at where you're selling.
Yeah.
So a basic pair of copper earrings I don't sell for less than £5. So if you had one of those on,
because your time as well. You've got to factor in your time.
Yeah.
Definitely, and time is that's precious.
time is money.
It's precious. Last 5 remaining, so good luck. Leave that with you. I'm going to bring you one of my favourite gemstones. Staying with our wonderful sort of, holiday island.
No.
Sun. Warmth. Bikinis.
No.
Cocktails.
I'll stay with you there.
Gotta love a holiday, haven't you? I'm craving a holiday, as you might have guessed. Well, should we go to the Dominican Republic? That's where one location in the world. Now, can I just mention, you might not know this, but Larimar, it actually grows in seams and cracks and crevices under the ground. But there's no way of predicting how much Larimar is left, because they do literally come to an abrupt end. So you cut, like with tanzanite, it's speculated to have about 20 years left of mining. We can't predict with Larimar, because it does come to a very abrupt end, the seams. It is quite literally the Caribbean in a gemstone, isn't it? It's one of my favourites. Look at that. This and Amazonite, those two. Again, it's going back to your pastel colours, isn't it? This with maybe a pearl.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
With those peach pearls that I brought you in. Yeah. What about the Kunzite that I'm bringing you?
Ooh, yeah.
I've got Kunzite rounds coming up. Look at that as a combination.
Nice. Very nice.
Now, I can tell you, for example, on our sister channels, whenever I see Larimar, it's 1 or 2 pieces. Whenever we have an arrival or have a delivery, they sell out in a showcase, pretty much always. It's a very, very demanded gemstone, and also lots of collectors recognise that Larimar is so sort of unpredictable, I guess, in terms of knowing when it's going to deplete. It's only from one location in the world, so again, like your tanzanites, like your anarchiametrine that I'm bringing you earlier on, and it does. I truly believe many gemstones do take on the beauty of their location. Larimar does exactly that. It's busy. A lot of you dialing through. I love it with Kunzite, but I know that you would have some fabulous ideas with this as well, Alison.
Do you know, yes, but I'd never thought of it like that, and it's true. You couldn't imagine that coming from a cold place, could you?
The only contradiction to that is chrome dioxide, I think.
Oh no, you see, because that's such an intense colour, I can imagine that with snow around it.
Can you?
Yeah, because it's so intense and so...
Really?
So it packs a punch.
Well,
and it can stand against it. It can stand against the snow.
That's the only gemstone I think the opposite to, but this, it is like...
It's summer holiday, isn't it? It's
your grass skirts and sand between your toes and paddling in the warm seas and it's very busy, very, very, very busy. I adore. Now you've got 2 strands. What do you think we should do? And bearing in mind this is from one location in the world, bearing in mind that in the entire building we've got very, very, very little amounts. Now, what was that, sorry? Is that what you think you should do? Martha thinks that she should take it under £10 for 2 strands.
Wow. That's amazing.
Alison, what would you expect to pay for Larimar and jewellery?
Just a simple, because you could make that, you know, a simple stranded single necklace like we were talking about with the chips. You're going to be looking at £20–30.
Do you know if you actually go to the Dominican Republic or the Caribbean? If you've been, it's really expensive. If you actually go to the Caribbean, this gemstone is at a huge premium. Do you know why? Because, and I can kind of understand it, they're capitalising on the actual tourism, because it is the Caribbean gemstone, isn't it? Quite literally. So you can expect huge premiums, but very few jewellery houses will be able to give it to you because so little of it is actually unearthed. And you know what Martha was saying, you know, I've impressed myself with this. I have actually impressed myself, and you've certainly impressed me, because I think you could, in reality, we could have bought this at £20. £10 a strand, that's, I mean, listen, we'll always bring you the best possible deal, as long as you know that we're not, as long as you don't think that this is us devaluing the gemstone, because it's not at all. If I walked around this building, JewelleryMaker, our sister channels, etc. as well, and trying to, I guess, gather all of the Larimar that we've actually got within the vault, and here at JewelleryMaker, it would be minimal. It would be minimal quantities. In fact, this moment right now is probably the most plentiful. If I was to go on any of our, like I say, sister channels, and the reason why I'm saying this is hopefully sort of as one of the world's leading buyers of coloured gemstones, which we absolutely are, I think it emphasises the rarity. So I couldn't put together an hour showcase of Larimar on our UK channel or on our US channel. I couldn't. There's not enough of it. It's one of those gemstones that whenever it arrives at JewelleryMaker or others, it always sells out, guaranteed. Now, how many did I have? 130, and already 80 have gone. We could have bought you this at double the price. Shall I show you the actual length? Love this with the Kunzite. This would be amazing with the Kunzite. Yeah. So let's hold these out. Beautiful geometric shapes as well. Do you know what I'm thinking as well? Maybe a little anklet bracelet.
Oh yeah. We often forget things like that. Brilliant idea.
They look lovely, don't they? My hairdresser wears an anklet bracelet, and she was actually asking me. To sort of get her chain the other day, and I did. I sorted it because she'd actually broken hers. But when she put it on straight away, do you know how it slims the ankle straight away? An anklet bracelet. Really slims the ankles down. I'm going to show you this again. Once, in fact, should we in a bit of ametrine in there?
That'd go beautifully. Beautiful.
40 minutes ametrine coming your way. Oh! I've got another idea.
Oh, she's full of them today.
I'm full of them. I am, Alison. I am full of them.
You sure you don't make jewellery?
I'm quite artistic, but I'm not very good with my fingers.
It's the patience, isn't it?
Look at this.
I remember.
Hang on a minute. What about the bundle I brought you earlier? Add them together. Under £30 you'd get all these. Under £30. I'll recap that a little bit later. Right, leave that with you because the phone lines are hot. Now, I was talking about this next. What number was that? Sorry. Box 1. I was only saying to... Sorry, I'm like a fish, you know, I've got a memory like a sieve. Now, I actually think Gems Rocks should sell these. To ring sizes.
So useful.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Great if you do craft fairs as well. So your ring sizes. So have you ever wondered what size you are? Now I happen to know what I am. You'd think, wouldn't you? You would think I would. So I'm a J. Oh no, I'm not. I'm a K. I'm a K. There we go. So if ever somebody's asking, I don't know what size I am, or even if you're selling and making whilst you're on your stores, you can take the size of their finger and then you use your mandrel to make it after. Is that right?
Yeah, perfect.
And show you're professional, so you're not wrapping a little bit of paper around. We've all done it, haven't we? Do you know, in one of the jewellery stores I used to work at, we used to wrap paper around their fingers. I mean, honestly, this is a high-end, classy jewellers. They used to wrap paper around. So that's not it. You're not just getting those. I've got so much more. I've got also 10 metres of your 8mm gauge wire fuchsia pink. And also, now hang on a minute. Now, this is artistic wire, and it's a wire straightener tool.
Oh, yeah. And it does actually work. You think, how on earth
You
does it work?
wouldn't think.
No, and it does. It's
You
amazing.
wouldn't think that this would straighten. Can I just show you? You'd think it would do the opposite. So all three things that you're looking at here, you feed your wire through, do you, Alison?
Yeah, yeah. And it comes out straight. And it doesn't, you look at it and go, how does it do that? I have no idea, but it works.
Now there is there is a demonstration on the back as well, and I guess this is one of the tutorials that we've also got.
Probably
on the web.
Yeah.
I would look at that and think, it would come out all curly, not all straight. You're getting all three pieces. The ring sizes, that alone, we should be selling those on our sister channels. Very, very, very professional. Now, all three, $11.95s. $11.95. I've got 100 of you. 100 of you. And do you know what? It's not actually accurate. It's not accurate to measure your ring sizes with paper, because paper does naturally give, obviously. And also, I mean, I know what size I am on this finger. I know what size I am there, but I've got no clue what I am on my thumb or my middle, on my index finger, etc., etc., etc. So when you are, even if you're doing things like my mum has started creating jewellery, and she's now in the WI, bless her little cottons. I know, love her. Well, she's just started. Does she make fabulous cake? Yes, she does.
She's not doing a calendar, is she?
It's a signature cake. Oh gosh. Is she doing? I do say that to her all the time. Because I call her Diddy one, because my mum's really small. I take after my dad, but my mum's really small, and bless her, I'm like Diddy one. I did say, when you're gonna get your lovely buns. She would as well, you know. She would. Mrs. B. The Welsh speciality cakes would be Welsh cakes. Have you tried Welsh cakes?
The ones
not
you buy
like
in
Eccles
shops?
cakes. They're more like
No.
scones. They're amazing.
Yeah, the ones you get in shops aren't as good.
You can't just have one though. No. They're like little scones, squashed scones, and they're amazing. Anyway, back to I went completely off on a tangent there. What's my mum's name? Lynn. All right, Lynn. She's one of my best friends, my mum. I love my mum. If you're watching, Mum, love you. I know, Mother's Day in 2 weeks. So anyway, what I was saying is, so in WI, this is the kind of thing that she would have like one of those sort of charity events, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, perfect.
So that you can take the size, and especially if you've got the wire DVD earlier on with the ring, the wire work rings, and some of those pieces. I've done it. I've followed that DVD. Wire rings are very easy to do, aren't they?
Yeah, you can make some fantastic, quick, fun rings. So easy.
The serpentine ring, is it?
Yeah,
that Louise makes on there. Again, Look how many of you are with me on the web, and I know that the ring sizes, they are expensive to look on the web, to buy elsewhere. They are expensive. Now, they've obviously got weighty plastic in them. Great idea. And I guess you tell me, Alison, I'm sure you do craft fairs, right?
I don't so much anymore, but I have done. But I use them for commissions. I mean, if I go out to someone and they want a ring making, you can say, oh, I've got a mandrel here, can you fetch me a ring, drag it off your finger and I'll try it on the mandrel and see if we can match it. You say, oh, just try these on until you get the one that's the right size.
And if you're asking someone, which some of the pieces that you make, I mean, obviously it's your time, don't devalue your own skill.
Yeah.
You know, that's key. So make sure you do. People will honestly pay the money for your wonderful creations. I've seen them, honestly, amazing. But the professionality of these, that's what speaks volumes. Leave that with you. Congratulations to you. Now, I did promise you some sterling silver, didn't I?
You did.
Oh, this rose gold. And gold plated sterling silver to match up with the amethyst, to match up with the ametrine. Now, these are eye pins. You have got rose gold and you've got yellow gold. I'll try and pick up one of each. Now, eye pins. Oops. Every time we have eye pins, they always sell out. Is that right? Pretty much. Don't see them very often. I'm having a right nightmare trying to display these. But anyway, they are beautiful. They are substantial as well. That you can. I'd say. I mean, I am guessing here. I am guessing that's probably at least 3 millimeters wide. Yeah, 3 millimeters. God, I tell you what, I surprise myself sometimes. That I can tell yes, I almost said it then. Yeah. You are getting 10 pieces of your gold plated and 20 of your rose. With the rose gold, by the way, you've got that beautiful copper fusion, very complimentary of all skin tones. So you've been asking for your 925 sterling silver here at JewelleryMakers, we know that. And here's one of those opportunities. I'm hoping I've got enough. You've seen how busy it is this morning. Seen exactly how busy it is. Essentials, right?
Oh, absolutely. And the thing with the sterling silver ones, they're very malleable. So with the copper ones, you can't undo them, redo them, undo them, redo them as much. It's so forgiving, sterling, and they're so handy.
And with all the strands that we've brought today, Alison, I mean, the ametrine that's coming up, the amethyst that you've got on your challenge, I've brought you the Kunzite, which I've got coming, the spinel. You would want to be using quality findings like this, wouldn't you? Absolutely. And I mean, something like the chrome dioxide, if you stacked, several of the chips on those, you could do a bib of them. Yeah. A bit like I did, the chunky one from the multi-kit. Yeah. If you stack them like that, and you just have this bib of green with the little and it's brilliant. You just pop a head pin through and roll the top into a loop. Yeah, and thread it on. And you'd want that quality for something like that. Well, it's going to add to the price point, isn't it? Yeah. It is going to absolutely add to the price point. And rose gold is very, very, very on trend at the moment. You're seeing all the big fashion designers using them, and I can see that it's always been one of my favourites because it does complement. I've got quite fair skin, so it does actually complement sort of your fair skin and your dark skin. Are we ready for your price point? 30 sterling silver eye pins. Think about I was about to say, I had to stop myself mid-sentence then. Solid 925 sterling silver. I'm going to do the same thing again, because we all know what an eye pin looks like. But can I just do this? This is where my boss Steve Bennett would say, do you know the cost of sterling silver and gold? How much it's skyrocketing? Look at the weight. Look at the weight that you're getting in there. Busy, $7.95.
Go Martha, go Martha.
Go Martha.
We're loving it today.
Yeah, I know. I tell you what, she is. Look at the gram weight of sterling silver. That's key.
It's brilliant.
It's very easy for us to be complacent about the actual sterling silver gram weight even.
Well, a couple of those head pins with some of your beryl from before.
Yes.
Little delicate, beautiful earrings.
Sorted.
Done.
Sorted. And this is your gold, your yellow gold overlay and your rose gold. Deborah, well done. Khan, Marilyn, Sarah, Patricia, Buckinghamshire, Shirley, Vicky, Yvonne. Keep on dialing through. It's very busy this morning. Very, very, very busy. So do make sure you make your confirmations on the web. Okay, moving on. Do you know? I keep forgetting which boxes I've taken pieces out of. 7? 10. Not even close. Not even close. Now we're going into 9. Oh, love these malachite. Now, malachite is one of those gemstones which, firstly, I don't get to sell. In fact, I don't think I've ever sold on our US channel. So it's very, very, very rare. And think about all the gemstones that do actually offer the beauty of Mother Nature, where you've got those wonderful sort of bandings running through, almost. I guess it's a kind of fusion of the colour that you would expect to be in sort of the Amazon rainforest, and certainly there's sort of the layers of Mother Nature as it happens. That's what really, really excites me. I've got 80 of these opportunities, and they are cabochons, and Alison, I will look to you in a second, but can I just show you how perfect these are? Wonderfully, wonderfully, wonderfully natural, and individual markings, as individual as you and I. You've got, look at that chatoyancy. Now, chatoyancy is a natural phenomena. It means that the tiny, tiny sort of inclusions within this gemstone, actually play and reflect with the light, and they're not visible to the naked eye. So the same with your labradite, the same with your tiger's eye, which are obviously natural as well. And what it does, as light actually bounces onto the gemstone, then those internal tiny microscopic inclusions can create what looks like a visible movement. And it's actually just light. I say just light. It's a mirage of light, shall we say. You're getting 3 cabochons, totally natural. You can see that they are 5-carat solitaires. I mean, look at that. Every single one unique. It's a wonderful solitaire, as you can see right now. Fabulous earrings and a pendant. Yeah, absolutely. You think of green gemstones, you'll think of maybe your emeralds, your chrome diopside, your peridots. Malachite is not one of those gemstones that I see every single day, and it's really, really exciting. Not only has it got one of the most sumptuous saturations, but also it's got that remarkable phenomena ability. Let me show you another one as well, because they are, like I said earlier, 100% unique. Sorry, because they are cabochons, I'm struggling to hold these. Here we go. 5 carats in each one. I mean, this with maybe a bit of citrine with the yellow gold that we were showing you just earlier on. There's that chatoyancy again. Oops. Hang on, he doesn't want to face forward. There we go, stay there. There's that chatoyancy, look at that movement. And it's a bit like a star diopside that kind of glides across the surface of the gemstone. I mean, Alison, how often do you see malachite? I mean, this is a real treat.
That's so rare. And can I just say, John, please.
John.
Thank you. Please, John.
John.
I adore these. They're so delicate. They'd make perfect rings.
You're not the only guest designer, by the way, getting involved on this.
I can believe that.
You're not the only guest designer. Sammy has messaged in. Sammy's got an idea, actually.
Oh, go on, Sammy.
And she says, love malachite. These are perfect for snake rings.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Is that where you were getting to?
She does amazing snake rings. So that would be the head of your snake.
Uh-huh.
And then you'd wrap it round and you'd have a wiggly waggly.
A wiggly waggly
tail. Yeah, wiggly waggly tail.
Yeah.
Beautiful, absolutely stunning. But I'd also do them as a duo.
What do you mean? Kissing gemstones, yeah, I call that.
Or, when they're slightly staggered.
Yeah.
One,
John's got it for you,
fantastic,
Alison. So,
fantastic.
I call them kissing gemstones, like so.
Yeah.
Let me show you. You are getting 3. I'll try and hold it up without them falling down. Let me hold the tweezers. There we go. Kissing gemstones.
Yeah. Perfect. Oh, look at those. Look at the markings on them. I so adore malachite.
It's yeah.
We just don't get it enough.
No, we don't. Well,
not.
that's obviously Mother Nature permitting, but there's 5 carats. You get 15 carats in total across these.
Beautiful.
Listen, it's one of those morning show prices. That it's going to be a bit of a quirky price point. £8.85. Are you?
£8.85.
Alison, do you just want the one?
No, I'll have 2, please. Do you know what? It's a nightmare working here.
That's £2.95 each.
I know, that's bonkers. Malachite is so rarely do you see natural malachite, and it's so hard to fake. You can tell fake malachite because you can't fake those markings.
I'm going to try my very best to hold this up as a pendant.
Beautiful.
No, you can't find. You're right, Alison. You can't find those individual markings. It is a standalone pendant. I'm struggling with this, to be fair, but I'll give it. Do you know what? I'll do what? Lick it.
Stick it there.
Oh, it does work.
Beautiful. How stunning is that?
Lick it and stick it.
Absolutely stunning. Stick it in some wire work as a focal point.
Obviously, when you create your pieces of jewellery, it's not necessary
pre-licked by
to
Eleanor.
lick it and stick it. And I do promise that I will make sure that these are cleaned and everything. This is, yeah.
Stunning. Hey up, she's gone. She's gone.
I promise you won't get these, because listen, I've now done people going, ooh, what if I get that one? what if I get that one that Elle's licked?
I don't care, I'll have that one.
I mean, I'll wash it for you.
Yeah, fine.
Has it sold out? It's sold out.
Don't even know what the price was.
Lick it and stick it. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Right, kit, final kit. Can I just say, there's a necklace out here that Martha, I think you should wear tomorrow.
Is that the black one?
No, tomorrow. On your hot date. Oh, it's Sunday. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Sunday. It's look, Queen of Hearts, amazing. You've got 5 cabochons. Let me show you first. You've got your copper colour wire, which is almost well, it is the same sort of colouring as your rose gold. Look at that. So you get 3 different spools. And you've got the different gauges as well. So 8mm gauge, and you've got 0.4mm gauge, and then your 0.25. So the different textures, and Alison will obviously give you the inspiration of how to use those different textures. But wait till you see these wonderful cabochons. They are incredible. Every single one is a heart cabochon, and they are size. Well, listen, I'm not going to lick this, but I will hold it up there. It won't stay because it's too big. It won't stay. Look at that. That's your amethyst. That's your wonderful amethyst cabochon. There's 50 carats in that. You also have got your black agate. There's your black agate. Look at that, very monochromatic. Then you've got your fuchsia agate, which I love. And you've also got striped agate. So there's a fuchsia agate. Love that. Banded fuchsia agate. That's nice. I love that. And also, last but not least, labradorite. Amazing colour. I'm going to try and do a little bit of a shoulder roll for you so you can see that. Sometimes I do that so you can just, try and get the movement so you can actually see. In fact, we're probably better off getting up close and personal. So you've got your labradorescence as the light cascades across the surface.
There you go.
Can you see it? Those blues, those greens? That's what this gemstone has the ability to do. Natural phenomena. So you have got 5 individual cabochons and also 3 spools wide. It's the final kit of the day, and you are going to adore what Alison has made. Now, it should be £32.60 for the amethyst, for the labradorite, for 2 lots of agate and your black agate as well. 5. So hang on, you have got 250 carats. 250 carats in your cabochons alone, plus all the spools of wire. Now listen, you are going to get a big saving here. You know what? It's been a theme this morning that I'm just handing out £10 notes, isn't it? You know, that would be nice to be able to do that, wouldn't it? Just to go, here you go. There we go, just done it right there. We've done it. Just that's £10 off, and you're going to adore the jewellery that Alison has made. How many have we got of these? 50 left. I had way more, way more. Let's go over and see the lovely Alison, because she's made some amazing pieces. And it's the Cupid's heart, which I love.
I had to say,
look at these.
I tried to do something different with each of them, so
and
just to give you a range of stuff you can do with cabochons.
Yeah, can I just repeat what lovely Martha has just said?
Oh, go on.
She said, do you know what, you're so humble. You make incredibly beautiful jewellery.
Thank you.
And yet you say, I tried to make something different. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, well, you try. That's all we can do, is try our best.
Well, you certainly deliver. Now, they are very different. I love that. That's going to sit lovely on the necklace, isn't it? On the neckline, rather. And you've used the sort of rose, well, it is the copper colour, so then you've incorporated some of the copper chain as well.
Yeah. I think it's actually, is it a rose gold binding pack? I can't remember, copper. They go so well that they're interchangeable. They really do go so well.
And then you've made a bib with the labradorite. You can see that wonderful labradescence coming through. Embraced and held exactly where it should be to give you that vision of labradescence. Look at that detailing. And all this wire is the same wire that you've got in the kits.
And there's more.
And we've got a long line necklace, so that'd be great. That would be great. So we keep talking about maxi dresses, don't we?
Yeah.
But great with a maxi dress. Look how clever your bail is on that. That's really
That's
clever.
so simple.
It's a spiral, is it?
No, it's just all the pieces left over, because you use 3 wires to encase the gemstone. So you've got 6 wires at the top, and you just splay them out, wrap it at the bottom, splay them out, and bend it over a pen. And then wrap it down the bottom, very easy.
I'm looking at that straight away, and Martha, I have to say a couple of other designers first, don't I? So it could be Jean-Paul Gaultier, it could be Chanel, but I don't know, it's very reminiscent of Vivienne Westwood.
Oh, God blimey, you flatter me today.
Vivienne Westwood has got like a heart and a crown on top of it.
Yeah.
And that's very Vivienne Westwood. And then moving on, I might actually abduct this next one.
I could hear that. I love that.
Look at that. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Can I just say, you need to do a DVD of these.
Oh, right. That's the next DVD,
You
is
really
it?
need to do a DVD of these.
Okay.
Look at this. Oh, do you know what that reminds me of?
Go on. Oh, cradle. Mum kept saying you're putting it in the cradle.
It is, it's like a little cradle. That's what it reminds me of. Alison, they're amazing. They are amazing. What? Right, a lot of you are on the phone lines. It's already very popular. You've got a substantial carat weight, huge cabochons at £22.60. So what are you demoing for us today? To be fair, you could take your pick. I love them all.
Well, I haven't got time to demo a whole cabochon. It would take too long.
It's a DVD.
So it could be a DVD indeed. I'll have to take them all home then.
Apart from that one.
Apart from that one.
I like that one.
I love that one. So what I'm going to do is show you a technique I've been using for a few things lately, and it's actually from the end one,
right?
But it'll actually work for the others as well. A lot of people, when they're wrapping, they find the wire goes narrower and then wider. So the one where the very end one, if you want to
bring it up
down,
here.
yeah. Ooh. It's all right, I probably didn't put it.
Live telly.
So to create this, which is it was just a simple wire technique, but to keep it all equidistant, I've kind of been playing with a piece of paper.
With a piece of paper?
Yeah, yeah. And it's very reminiscent of, you know, the new mesh we've had, the ribbon, the wire ribbon.
Yes.
So it's a similar sort of, you end up with this cross bit in the middle. So anyway, what I've done is I've played with a piece of paper. So if I get...
Let's pop that back up there so you can see. Everyone can see at home. Incredible.
So this is something I've been playing with. I don't know if anyone's ever done it before, but I've never seen it.
Well, I've never seen it done before.
If I get
so you just got an old envelope, basically, haven't you?
Yeah, just an old envelope, a piece of paper. I'll use this so we can see it. So I'd use 0.4, and I'm using 1 mil. This is 0.6, so it's probably going to look a bit funny, but you'll be able to see the technique. So you want your piece of paper to be the size of the gap that you want. Yeah.
So I guess the width of the cabochon.
No.
No?
The depth of the cabochon.
Okay,
yeah.
the depth, right.
So this we then bend round the cabochon. So this is going to form our channel. Then we put our piece of wire at the top, and obviously to do a cabochon you'd need more, but you can use this technique for so many things. And then we're going to put a piece of wire at the bottom, and this literally just helps you keep it
in place.
So if we wrap this around, now you'll have to bear with because the 0.6 and the 1 mil is quite close. So I've wrapped it around to anchor it. I'm then going to take it in front of the wire, wrap it round the top, all the way round, take it down to the bottom, through the back, wrap it round. Like I say, these are quite close together, so it's quite difficult. And then take it in the front, so you can see where I'm going here. You go up through the front, wrap round, down through the back, so you're getting your wire on either side. And then you're going to take it. It will be easier with 0.4 because it won't pull the 1 mil. So you do that, and as you're going along, which is the bit I didn't do, I did the whole length, and you slowly ease this out. So you slowly pull that through as you're going along.
Okay.
So if we do a few more, you get an idea of what you're ending up with. So it's keeping these two wires separated.
Tense and in the same width apart.
Yeah. Without you having to, because I know people end up with their ribbons going in and out.
Now I tried doing a weave once upon a time, and that's exactly what mine looked like. Mine looked like more like a sort of, well, that.
Yeah.
All the way, it did. It was all wiggly all the way around. It was not neat and tidy at all. So great. That's the top tip.
They then stay. I mean, it is quite stiff because it is.
Yeah, and it's perfectly distanced apart.
So then, to wrap the cabochon, what I did was pressed it with my finger to bend it, so that you can then bend that around the cabochon.
Top tip. And it sits there, cradles it. Beautiful. Now, this is hugely popular, obviously. Just to recap, you have got 5 cabochons with all your agate, with your labradorite, a beautiful, beautiful labradorite, and your amethyst. Now, Alison has created 5 beautifully, beautiful pendants, and at £22.60 only. Well done. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We've got some messages coming in. Sheena in Renfrewshire said, amazing, Alison. Oh, what would I give for an ounce of your talent? Isn't she amazing? Isn't she? Sissy in Texas, you are correct. Alison can make a DVD on everything she makes. Don't you think? I think this is a DVD. It really, really would. Selena said, "Hi, gorgeous. I really hope you can do a DVD on your lovely pendants, please, please, please." And that's from. I missed who that was from, but Elaine. Sorry, Selena. Elaine in Aberdeenshire says, "Alison's designs way above all others. Love you."
Oh, very kind, but no.
And wow, love the labradorite bib. Alison, what a genius, love your work. And that's from Carol. Amazing.
Hi, Carol, down the road from me.
Just down the road from you, absolutely, they are amazing. DVD, DVD, DVD. Now, shall I squeeze some more in? I've got so much to bring you this afternoon. Now, 1 reel, 1.5. Listen, what do we do with that 1.5 wire?
1.5, love it. Very structural. You can do all sorts with it. So you can hammer it. Rings, instant rings.
Because it's got the density,
It's got the density, a few squiggles, you've got a ring. It's so easy to do.
I love
quick
the
and
antique
simple
bronze
rings
as well. Antique bronze is chocolate.
Love it. That with purple. And the 0.6 would wire wrap around that beautifully.
Yeah.
And you've got that perfect chocolate paradise going on.
Oh my word! Or maybe with some orange and do chocolate orange.
Oh.
Wowzers! Now I'm bringing you 1.5 wire. You've got 10 meters of.
Lovely.
£1 a meter.
Yeah, this stuff's brilliant.
How much do you need for a ring?
About that much. So what? About 10-15 centimetres. See, perfect. Squiggly little rings, so easy. And
Laura Binding made those, and it's with that much, did you say?
Yeah, about that much, depending on how much. And they go so well. If you can sit and literally make one very quickly, a few minutes, and you can make them on a store.
And texture it with your hammer.
You can hammer
and
it.
a steel block.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So gemstones
Make your own
on
clasps.
it. Make a choker. It's strong enough just to be a single strand choker.
So I can remember a pendant that I actually had, a necklace that I had when I was a youngster, and it was quite literally a wire, a bit like your plait earlier, so it was that sort of shape, but it was just one simple wire, and then you just suspended different pendants off it.
Worked brilliant with those.
Worked great with these, absolutely. £9.95 is all. We brought you deal after deal after deal, haven't we, this morning?
I know.
I think they've spoilt me a little bit, to be fair.
Spoilt me.
Yeah. Well, this is good. It's all good, isn't it? And we're spoiling, hopefully, everybody at home. Now, stay on those phone lines right now. It's time for your incredible visions, and that is the Wall of Fame. Your Wall of Fame, and do you know, there's just not enough minutes in the day. That's the one downside, unfortunately, is I haven't got enough time. So I'm going to have to be really quick, unfortunately, because we are running out of time. So I'm going to show you amazing pieces, and obviously give you a congratulations and a very best wishes. This is number 27. It comes from Margaret and Andy Lansdell in Cambridgeshire, using beautiful tiger's eye, amazing matching necklace and pendant. Very good luck, and I'm so sorry that it is a little bit rushed, the Wall of Fame, but there is your wonderful work, Margaret and Andy in Cambridgeshire. Congratulations to you.
And this is number 29, and it's from Barbara Matthews. This is stunning, stitched on lace with the beads, the seed beads. Absolutely incredible, Barbara. Beautiful.
Isn't it? I love those bits.
Yeah.
Love.
It's stunning.
Very 1920s, I think. Ooh, now look
Topical.
at this. Yeah. And also, the cabochons that you just saw, number 26. You have got more cabochons coming up, by the way. This comes from Trish in Cheshire. Love this, Trish. This is number 26, and it's very similar to certain designs that you've got, where you have that. I love that, and all that wonderful detailing and wire work. A glorious cabochon pendant. Again, sorry it's rushed, my lovely, but very good luck to you.
Okay, this is from Joe, number 28. Perfect designs. Absolutely great with the bundle we had on this morning.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful with that. Could you imagine doing something like this with a chrome dioxide as well?
Oh my gosh, yeah, it'd be amazing.
Stunning, beautiful.
Absolutely amazing, as is this piece, number 25. And this comes from Elaine Elizabeth. Yeah, look at all the cabochons. And this is a beautiful smoky grey wire, and of course an agate cabochon, but look at that, it almost looks like it's got labradescence. And it comes from Elaine Williams, I beg your pardon, and good luck to you, Elaine. And again, once again, really sorry that it is a little bit rushed, but fingers crossed for you in the draw. Now, I'm delighted that I've got the huge honour of bringing you this next gemstone. Now, here in these four walls, as you know, there's different channels, and your presenters on gems and also on the US channel, we're allocated gemstones to become specialists in. So what that basically means is any new information, any current information in the trade, anything that may that would reflects the price point, anything that influences the price point is updated daily. Ametrine is my gemstone. And I don't think Martha even actually knew that, but so this is a gemstone I have to literally, oh, she says, oh, maybe I did, I have to keep my ear to the ground very closely about Ametrine. It is definitely a get it whilst you can gemstone. My boss, Steve Bennett, actually believes that potentially, and we never know, can't say for certain because with gemstones is always an unknown entity, but there is potential that this gemstone in the future could actually increase to hugely considered price points in excess of tanzanite. We know it's one mine, it's a very, very small mine, and it's one location in the world. Now listen, we will put the graphics on your screen bang on noon. How many have we got? 109. It's coming your way.
Spend the day with guest designer Mark Smith making beautiful jewellery, using simple macrame techniques but with an added touch of elegance with the incorporation of wire in your designs. Mark will be guiding you through 5 projects, and you'll also learn how to wire wrap a cabochon. This course includes a selection of wire, a selection of gemstones, a pack of silver findings, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, a visit to the Gemporium Museum, and you can make a purchase at the JewelleryMaker shop. All of this for just $84.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. JewelleryMaker, bringing out the designer in you. Do you need a helping hand to get started with JewelleryMaker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our JewelleryMaker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Ametrine is another member of the quartz family, but this particular gemstone shows both varieties of amethyst and citrine within the one crystal. So you get on one side a beautiful purple tone and on the other a yellow to golden tone. This is due to heat impurities once the gemstone is actually forming, and it's also down to the amethyst's natural conclusion to colour zone. So what you're seeing is a very, very distinct colour difference between the purple and the golden. Ametrine itself, just like all quartzes, is perfect for the use in jewellery. It's incredibly durable and also a really popular gemstone.
I'm hugely excited to bring you this auction because, as Hannah was just explaining to you, this is a gemstone which quite literally is a miracle of nature. During its crystallization and the oxidization process, basically what occurs in those geodes, which is where amethyst and your citrine and other quartz are actually grown as well, basically Mother Nature, she has a little hot flush. And that temperature ever so slight temperature change determines this wonderful natural bicolor gemstone. Believe me, it has been tried to be replicated by man, but unfortunately all attempts have failed. Now, if I can just refer back to that VT that Hannah was just talking to you in as well, where you saw different examples of previous ametrine strands that we've brought you here at JewelleryMaker, both beautiful, don't get me wrong, but were they as intense in terms of their saturation as this? No. When it comes to ametrine, what determines the value? It is the carat weight, obviously, and it is the colour. how richly saturated is your purple, and how vibrant and intense is the sunshine yellows. They have to literally pop. And as both Ollie and I were agreeing with each other, the pieces that we showed you on that very recording just moments ago, whilst they were beautiful, they weren't like that individual solitaire ring that I showed that was also on screen. This is, I mean, incredible sunshine red yellows. I've got 109 of these available. I mentioned and touched on the subject that I'm going to introduce the graphics whilst you dial through. Look at the grade of this Anarchy Ametrine. My boss actually believes that Ametrine potentially could reach excesses of that of your tanzanite. It's one locational, it's one mine, and it's one of the smallest mines in the world. Graphics already on your screen. A natural phenomena gemstone. Julia, you're the first one in on those phone lines. Listen, it's been one of those amazing, amazing mornings, and the reason why this is one of my biggest passions as a gemstone is because it is so individual, it is so unique. It's actually the very first gemstone that I bought myself when I came to work for JewelleryMaker. The very, very first gemstone I actually bought for myself, because it is such a rare, incredible natural phenomena. So you're looking for those vibrant, intense purples and the dazzling sunshine yellows. Now already 30 of these have gone. Let's call it 30% of the stock. 40 have gone. 40 have gone. So this is going to be one of those. And can I just say again, this is not an ordinal. I know you've had Ametrine before, but the quality of these, you can see that richness, that decadence. My hands are moving because I'm really passionate about it. You can tell. You can see the richness of colour, the dazzling intensities. That is what you're looking for: carat weight and colour. Look at the phone lines now. Totally and utterly natural. From one mine in the world, where we can't go direct to the mine. Government has ceased exportation of it in its rough formation. Half the stock gone. How on earth, for this grade, I mean, it's not Ametrine with a white colour, it's intense Ametrine. And that makes a huge difference. And you've almost got your 50-50, look, you have almost got your sort of 50-50 splits in some of these. 70 of them have gone. We need to bring in your price point, don't we? How on earth do we make this possible? Do you know what? This is one of those gemstones that I would buy, and even if I don't make anything with it, you know you've got an acquisition, which, as they say, we believe is a huge rising star and is at £24.95. This is not a small stand. Let me count them for you. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. That's just over £1 per Ametrine. What on earth? What on earth? Look at that colour. Look at that colour, that huge Ametrine. Listen, I can't read every single name, but how many's left? 30 remaining. And by the way, can I speak to Kent, Christine, Venetia, Leslie, Shirley, Joyce, Nottinghamshire, Laura, Bridget, Ludmila, Suffolk, Frankie, a guest designer. Frankie, you should know better. Jane in Kent and a Merseyside. If it's in your baskets, you are going to miss that boat. I don't mean to, listen, I don't like rushing people. It's something I don't like sort of pressuring, but if you want to be successful, you will need to check out on the web. Because Ametrine, firstly, once upon a time, I used to be able to bring showcases of Ametrine on our sister channel. Once upon a time, I can't remember the last time I brought Ametrine on any of our on Gems or the US channel. I genuinely can't remember. You see the auctions, and they used to be big auctions, but that was when we could go direct to the mine, pick it ourselves, and we used to be able to facet ourselves. Those days are gone. I know that you have seen Ametrine before. I know that you've seen it before, but it's the intensity of colour and the carat weight that determines the value. Now, Alison,
yes.
I mean, this grade, you've worked, yes. You've seen Ametrine, obviously, with us here at JewelleryMaker, but do you agree with me? Is this some of the best that you've seen?
Oh, I think it's amazing. I had a look at it earlier, and I think it's gorgeous because you've got that mixture in. The gemstones have got that definite purple and yellow in all of them, and sometimes you get, some of them are all purple, some of them are all yellow, but those are amazing.
It is,
and
it is one of those unmistakable gemstones, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm sorry, my hair's attacked me mic.
Hair's attacked. That's all right. Well, Alison just sorts out my... yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad you said that about the 50-50 split, because once upon a time that used to determine the value. Where it was more desirable to have a 50-50 split ametrine than it would be to have a sunburst, where it's more dispersive around the gemstone. Now it's all down to personal preference. Yeah. Basically, it's the carat weight and it is the colour. That is an amazing deal. Steve Bennett, my boss, he actually thinks that there's a potential that this gemstone, once, because it is only one mine, could actually fetch some hugely considered premiums, and we saw it with the likes of Alexandrite, we saw it with the likes of Papadopsis Sapphire, we've certainly seen, we are seeing it with Tanzanite. Every second that goes by, it is increasing, isn't it? So do you think I could bring you that carat weight of Tanzanite? No, I couldn't. I really, really couldn't, and it certainly wouldn't be at that price point. It's very, very, very rare and totally natural. And yes, you've got the more sort of soft ametrines, which if you prefer something more genteel, and then you've got that real intensity. Now, I'm pretty sure that has sold out. Pretty sure that has sold out. Well done.
Not surprised.
Not surprised. Please check out, you can always give it a try, speak to our call centre. On the website it'll tell you if it's sold out, actually, so I tell you what, shall I bring you now a bit of grace? Very, very, in fact, did I launch these? No? This is Kunzite. Beautiful, beautiful baby pinks, known as one of the evening gemstone, and it's also what we call a phosphorus gemstone. What that means is, a bit like solar lighting, it absorbs energy, absorbs light, and continues to glow under the most subtle of light sourcing. It is my Grace Kelly of gemstones. And it's also my favourite ever gemstone. It is. Kunzite is my favourite gemstone. Yeah, favourite. I just love the femininity of it. I mean, imagine just one pearl dotted in there. One pearl. This is sizable 8mm rounds. Now, there's one really, really key message for me to share with you whilst you're admiring and dialing for this strand, and that is that this is Brazilian, so it may well come from sort of a Minas Gerais location, but it's also natural. Kunzite is a gemstone, along with most gemstone, which ordinarily will need a little bit of enhancement, a little bit of help to bring out its natural beauty, and with this gemstone you're talking about a little bit of heat treatment, and that's absolutely fine. However, this strand, and if you do commission or you do sell jewellery, this is a huge selling point, because natural Kunzite is, like I always say it's like lightning striking the same place twice. Very little Kunzite is actually natural. In fact, a conversation with my previous bosses, when I was talking about Minas Gerais Kunzite from Brazil, which is where this strand is from as well, I was talking about how we've got natural Kunzite in our vaults, and he was saying, Ellen, I've never had a natural Kunzite in his jewellery house, and his jewellery retailer had been established for over 100 years. He then obviously tuned in and actually bought some because he'd never seen natural Kunzite. It is very, very exceptional to get that opportunity, and if you do commission pieces, if you do sell it, I would highly recommend you download your certificate of authenticity and use that as a huge selling point. It's that delicate sort of rose petal pink. Rose petal pink. You can imagine this maybe with I don't know, a simple black sort of bustier dress, just restranded and knotted. Would you agree?
Oh, definitely. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
There's no other pink like it, is there? I mean, you think about morganites, it's more of a peach colour, isn't it?
It's so subtle, but with black, I mean, it is a deco colour. It really is. But it's elegant. And with the plain rounds, I always think they take you back to that time of elegance.
Yeah.
They really do. But you can funk it up. You can
funk it up, absolutely. Well, I like rose quartz with black. But Kunzite, because it is such a precious gemstone, you know, it is rare. I look at this and do think of, right, you're more feminine, you're more in, maybe not, hey listen, I don't rock around in an evening dress, but that's what you think about. That's what you think about when you look at Kunzite. It is your Grace Kellys, it's your Hollywood icons that you are seeing here. 8mm rounds, and if you are commissioning it, it doesn't have to be gem heavy. I mean, Kunzite earrings, again, going back to the 925 sterling silver.
But even using it with wire, but definitely I'd do that. Sammy does a beautiful thing with two, where she does a little wire wrap and she twists it round 2 beads, which would look stunning with 2 of those as a little pendant.
Yeah.
But I do a bit like that swirly one, the swirly pendant. I do a lot of that, and I just set the odd bead in it.
Yeah.
So you're just using them as a highlight, but I do it with a high-end wire. I'd do it with my precious wire.
Yeah, well, you would, wouldn't you? I said earlier on maybe having just one pearl, or how about just one Kunzite?
Yeah.
Because that's the rarity of this gemstone. These can be used very sparing. Listen, half the stock is already gone. Half the stock is gone, so 180 carats, I will count them for you, £30 only for Kunzite, and it is natural Kunzite as well. Please make sure you download your certificate of authenticity with this. It's easy to do, it's totally free. The fact that this is natural Kunzite, 2 of those in a pair of earrings, sterling silver, £20.
Yeah.
And you can actually I don't know, photocopy a certificate of authenticity, tells you the country of origin. Let me count these for you, because we're talking on that basis. £20 for a pair of earrings. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46.
Yeah.
There's 46. That's 23 pairs of earrings at, what do you think, £20?
Yeah, with sterling silver.
With sterling silver, £20. With the rose gold, yes.
Nice.
Now, hang on a minute. If you sell your jewellery, surely this has got to be one of the biggest savings, because you'll be thinking straight away, ka-ching, I've got 46 individual Kunzites, natural from Brazil, that's 23 pairs of earrings. And you're almost making the price back with 1 pair. Sell them on the internet, I say. And how easy is it, Alison, to make a pair of shepherd hook earrings?
Oh, easy, because you put in a head pin through, making a loop at the top, slide it onto an earring.
How quickly?
Couple of minutes.
Couple of minutes. But yeah, it doesn't look like you've only spent a couple of minutes on it, does it? It really doesn't. And with these being of this size and that delicacy as well, allowing all the sort of light to sort of glide around. By the way, I mentioned a sterling silver eye pins, which I brought you earlier on, which are at the bottom of the screen. There's your graphics. You can get those as well. And that was a lot of sterling silver. It was a big gram weight. And what was it, £7.95? So for less than 50, you might need to multi-buy in actual fact on your eye pins to make, or you will need to multi-buy, most definitely. You'll need to get 3 of those. If you're going to do all of these earrings, then you'll need to multi-buy on those. Incredible. Leave that with you. Well done, well done, well done. Now, shall I give you a gemstone that will match beautifully? Keeping it all girly and feminine and summoning. Now, the what, sorry? Lapidus, yes. Okay, the lapidary. Now, this is amazing. Firstly, quartz. Remember, just if you cast your memory back, if you were with me at the beginning of the show, and I said about how quartz, whilst it is an abundant mineral on the planet, eye clean quartz is a total different entity. Look at this. Very few locations in the world, actually, produce eye clean gem quality quartz. Look at that clarity. Eye clean gem quality quartz, very few locations around the world. 300 carats that you're seeing it. Look at that. And these are carved flowers, rose flowers more specifically. Now, whenever you sort of cut or you learn to facet a gemstone or carve a gemstone, because they are both totally different skills. Totally different skills. And let me just show you one of those. I mean, Glenn Lehrer, a personal friend of ours, look at that, personal friend of ours, he actually carved the Bahia, which is sat in the GIA in America, which is the biggest institution in America, in the gemstone world, a gemstone carver. This is a work of art, quite literally. Imagine taking a rough formation, knowing where to bring out the gemstone's beautiful natural clarity. I mean, these are liquid-like, aren't they? Absolutely liquid-like. And not just on the surface of the gemstone, actually on the reverse as well. Brand new, never ever been on your screens before, and I'm going to bring it to you at an introductory price. We shouldn't really be doing it. You think about how every single one of these gemstones has been so wonderfully finished, so wonderfully polished. Should be $14.95. But listen, hey, I don't know when I'm going to be with you next. It's brand new. It's an introductory price. It's not going to be at that again. And again, you can use just one of these maybe as an accent. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Excuse me.
To go back to Mark's bracelets, they'd be brilliant interspersed in the chips. Because he usually puts a focal bead in with the chips. They'd look great. Yeah. Because they'd pick up any colour. They'd look great with the strand you've just had as well. Perfect bridal. The clarity is amazing.
So I was counting them.
That's why I wasn't expecting a response.
I was counting then. Yeah. What I used to do in school. There's 34 here.
Wow.
I mean, how often? I haven't brought you any carved gemstones up until now throughout the course. In fact, not this week, and I've been with you twice this week. $11.95 that you are actually seeing here. Incredible clarity. I'm going to actually put this with the Kunzite so you can actually see how complementary they are. Because this, look at that. It's just femininity. Beautiful. And then I'm going to do something else. This is coming up next, by the way. Oh!
Bridal and gone to heaven.
This is under £10. We're going to do that next. Everything on the back of my hand, just over £50. I mean, that's a boutique kit, isn't it? That is a boutique kit straight away. We'll bring that to you next. We'll bring that to you next, which is amazing and wonderfully complimentary. Brand new. I've got people multi-buying. Well done. Norma, hello to you. Shirley, Linda, Angie, Carol, Ruth, Deborah, Margaret, Sally, well done. Malik in Middlesex, hello to you. Lynn, hello to you. Diane, Cece in Texas. Laurie, you're there. Samantha, congratulations to you. Gemstone carving, it is a work of art. Quite literally a work of art. And you can see, it's almost embodied. I just think it's quite dewy, quite liquid-like in its actual appearance, and great for bringing that little bit of bling and sparkle. Would you agree?
Oh,
a little bit of bling, a little bit of sparkle.
And it does sparkle because you've got that clarity, and the facets on it, the carving on it bounces that light. Yeah, they are gorgeous.
But quartz usually it's almost like, you know, so when it snows and then the cars have been on the road and you get that compact ice where it gets a little bit mucky. That's what quartz is usually found. So very few locations in the world will bring you quality like that. Gem quality quartz. Amazing. Right, let's bring you that winter bride. This is one of my favourite bundles. She says I'm fresh. I tell you what, I don't feel so fresh today, to be fair. Who says I'm not fresh?
They're so rude.
I've got no idea what you're on about, Martha. No idea, but it's funny. It's all right. Listen, I've been called worse. Have I got beautiful pearl? Shell pearl. have I got wonderfully dewy clear quartz, and also beautifully faceted clear quartz. Now, listen, I've got no problem saying this. Once upon a time, I was married. Did you not know that? You do now. Once upon a time. And also, most of my friends have been married. Have you ever been into those bridal shops and seen their jewellery?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And yeah, I actually had, this was long before JewelleryMaker and long before Gem's, our sister channels, I bought a crystal tiara. And I know, I'll leave now. I'll leave now, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. But listen, that's all I could afford. I couldn't afford diamonds, could I? I couldn't. But, yeah, it does depend on the bloke I'm married, but no. But do you know how much I paid for the tiara? £300. And by the way, that was 10 years ago. 10 years ago. Same as you say, whenever you say wedding, bridal, stag, hen, anything like that, then they'll slap a heavy price point on it. Look at this. Oh, look. And do you know what? It was almost exactly like that, you know, Martha.
Sheila's.
These are Sheila's works. Yeah. Hang on. Okay. Let me put those down. Right, hang on. Oh, look. Look. I feel like Princess Grace. And it was very similar to that, to be truthful. I paid £300 for it. Although these are real. They're not glass. However, you've got shell, which is genuine gemstones, but they're reconstituted. So basically, you take a pearl and you ground it down, and then you form the beautiful spheres. I love shell pearl. Now, this is, I can guarantee it to you, I look like a right nana sat here with a tiara on.
Princess Eleanor.
Who do I think I am?
You look fabulous. World peace.
Yeah, I know. Do you want one as well?
No, thank you.
Come on, Alison, you can put a tiara on too.
You'd never get it out my hair.
Let's be princesses together. Let's do it. Do you want a bracelet? There we go. You can have a nice bracelet. Now, guaranteed at under £10.
Wow, isn't that amazing?
Isn't it? I mean, you can make a fabulous cuff with these. Or shell pearls,
Go on, mate.
your clear quartz and faceted, guaranteed at under 10. Oh, it's just crisp white, isn't it? Absolute crisp white. How many tiaras do you think? I mean, this is... I like the way you sit like this as well.
I don't move, it'll fall off.
We go all prim and proper, don't we? All of a sudden it's back straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, boobs out, back straight, you know, go sit all nice and prim and properly. Half the stock is already gone. Absolutely. Amazing price point for you. Beautiful shell pearls and your clear quartz. I mean, they are must-haves, aren't they, for your stash?
Definitely.
Especially if you are, if you know of anybody that is getting married. Now, just a handful of collectors there. I've got with me. Sorry, I can't see the names. There we go. Inez, Yorkshire, Liz, well done. Evelyn, you've got yours. Patricia, Jean, Richard and Angela, well done too. Lots of you multi-buying. I don't blame you. Let me hold that clear quartz strand out. Look at the length of that clear quartz, that one. It is like little raindrops suspended from maybe a cobweb. Look at that. It is. It's really dewy, isn't it? Right, I've got to move on. They've gone. Shall I bring you the citrine that I was teasing you with earlier? Now, you know what I was saying about the ametrine, it's all about the colour. It's all about the colour, No, sorry, I know. You're welcome to give me a little bit of, yeah, later on. Anyway, we're talking about your ametrine, and we were talking about your amethyst earlier on. And what did I say? Colour is king. The more intense, the more valued that the gemstone actually is. This is a gemstone which is favoured by royalty in actual fact. The gorgeous Duchess of Cambridge loves citrine. Now, citrine, and if you enter it onto... Have you seen Princess Catherine wearing citrine?
No.
If you go onto the internet,
Yeah.
search it, Duchess of Cambridge citrine, you will see she wears it an awful lot,
bet.
especially in earrings. You can imagine with her brunette hair as well.
Lovely.
Especially in earrings, because one thing with citrine, don't you think when the light is allowed to sort of be reflective all the way around, you see that wonderful glow?
You do. You get that sunshine feeling as well, don't
Yeah.
you? You can't not smile when you see it.
No.
You can't.
And
not
this is
smile.
natural. Again, it's not been
Beautiful.
heated to bring you that intensity of buttercup yellows. It's all Mother Nature's doing. So yeah, have a little look at the Duchess of Cambridge. She loves her citrine, and I actually, loves it. Look on the web. Look on the web. She loves her citrine, and she wears gemstones beautifully, doesn't she? I think we need to send some to her, to be fair. We need to, one of our jewellery makers needs to make her some citrine earrings and send them to her.
By royal appointment.
You should. Should do it. But make sure you send us a picture and send it into the Wall of Fame so we can share it and say, we'll obviously go amazingly with your ametrine. We'll obviously go amazing with the clear quartz. We'll obviously go amazing with the kunzite that I've brought you earlier on. We'll go amazing with that amethyst that Alison had. The pearl that I brought you, that incredible bridal kit that I've just seen as well. I've got black spinel if you want to really sort of funk it up. Now, 250 carats. They are 10mm rounds individually. Supposed to be $14.95. Natural 250 carats of citrine. Now, they were launched this week, and we have to match the price point. Sunshine glorious yellows, and again, you could just restrand it, maybe use it with your gold coppered wire. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, definitely. I tell you what, it go nice with as well, the antique bronze.
Alison,
Go
yes.
beautifully with the antique bronze.
Wouldn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
that takes a sort of vintage design. So the 1.5 wire. Now that's a bigger gauge, isn't it?
It is a big gauge.
So would you then wrap, maybe thread it through with other wire?
Yeah, if I was going to use that with this, with the 1.5, I'd wrap it round. So I'd thread it through with a 0.4 or a 0.6 and wrap the beads onto it. So you got or even make a design, or make a hanging, or do a pendant to drop off it with that in.
These are 10mm rounds, mine, so they might have the biggest sort of drill hole to it. So they are substantial, aren't they? I mean, certainly some of the biggest that I've seen in a strand. Yeah. And with citrine, like I said, it is all about that wonderful sunshine yellow that you're looking for, and it's royally adorned. And just think about a buttercup. That's what citrine should be.
Yeah.
Is buttercup yellow. Isn't it? $11.95, so matching the launch price. Again, lots of you are getting involved. Congratulations to you. I'll count these for you as well, so you know exactly how many gemstones you're getting for that amazing price. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 38, 40, 41. You've got 41.
You see, I use that size of beads. If I've done a Viking knit bracelet, I'll actually put them as stoppers at the end, one on each end.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
So they're great for doing things like that. So you just have your Viking knit going round, and then one bead at either side, and then the clasp.
You can use these sparingly, can't you? Because they are huge.
They're a good size.
Really good. And people know citrine is a gemstone. It is a mainstream gem, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what I mean by that is you will find it in other jewellers, but will you find citrine which has got that pure buttercup yellow and also which hasn't been enhanced? Again, I would recommend that you do download your certificate of authenticity and make sure you mention that it's Mother Nature's doing. This has not needed any help whatsoever along the way. Okay, leave that with you. Well done to you. Okay. How about, now you know that Martha and I are going on a date this weekend. Did I tell you? No, not us two. Can you imagine? Be fun though, wouldn't it? We'd have a laugh. Do I want to come to the gin festival? Yeah. Of course I do. You're tasting a 50-year-old gin. Now, the reason why I brought that up is because I'm about to move into, I believe, the most seductive of gemstones. look at this. Totally natural. The quality of these spinels. Listen, I'll be truthful. I have not. I didn't actually get up close and personal with these when I came into this morning. With spinel, firstly, we are very, very, very blessed to have some of the biggest carat weights that we've seen in a long time. It's a durable gemstone. That means it's got a density and it's a hardness. So it all boils down to how defined the facets are. So you need to have sort of mathematically precise and clear and distinct edges to produce the surface luster. And my oh my, you've got it here. This is a really, really lovely strand. This would look amazing with the kunzite, wouldn't it?
Perfect.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, with the kunzite between each.
Yeah, with the citrine as well.
Or the citrine.
It's the definition. See that luster, that reflection across the surface of the gemstone? That boils down to how well these have been faceted and polished. And that, as an opaque gemstone, is absolutely imperative. Spinel is used by a Hollywood go-to jeweller called Lorraine Schwartz, who's prominent on Rodeo Drive. It's used by the likes of Tiffany's & Co. It's used by the likes of Chanel. It's all of the big jewellery houses, because it has got that really, really sort of striking colour. But then, with it being so definitely black, the fact that you have got those precision cuts, and you need to make sure that you do buy the quality from the quality with those definitions, because it's almost geometric, and if they were ever so slightly beveled or sort of smoothed over, it wouldn't capture the light.
No,
would it?
No,
doesn't play with the light. Now,
so beautiful.
It's brand new. 75 carats, striking, breathtaking, beautiful. John, you ready?
He's a good lad.
He is a good one, isn't he? 75 carats, the graphics on your screen, brand new cushions, but these are briolette actually, so they're cushioned on one side. Actually, it's more briolette because they're faceted on both sides. It's a very, very high-end strand. Very, very high-end. They're not drilled through, they're drilled at the top, so you can suspend these as pendants, can't you?
Yeah.
Could you make rings out of these?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can make a nice ring out of that. And because it's opaque, you could claw set it and you wouldn't have to worry about the hole
yes,
at all.
That's true.
Again.
You could hide it, couldn't you? Can I just
Beautiful.
say a few celebrities that have been wearing black spinel rather? Angelina Jolie, she's one. You can imagine Angelina Jolie wearing it, and she teamed it with rose gold. Miley Cyrus. Who else? Sandra Bullock, another classy lady. Kate Winslet, black spinel. To name but a few, and you can totally see why. Now John's got it for you. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's 12 on one. There's 12 on one strand. Sorry, on approximately. You know what, Martha and I are spending yours and John's money.
It's all right. He can get it me for his birthday tomorrow.
John can get it for your birthday.
No, it's his birthday tomorrow.
It's his birthday, and he's buying you this for his birthday. Now let's bring it to you. That is a solitaire. Are you ready? Already lots of these are being allocated. High-end definition facets, $34.95. Premier debut price. Spinel it does adopt different colours. You can get it in your blues, you can get it in reds, pinks, various different colours. That striking, dramatic black spinel, because it has got a real durability to it as well. Way up and above other gemstones, it will stay beautiful, obviously, whilst being looked after because of the definition. Very Downton Abbey, very Downton Abbey, isn't it? Now let me, for example, I've just got a little bit of inspiration for you. Where am I going? I just want to show you maybe a bit of bling it up a little bit. Well, I've got some clear quartz. Yeah.
Perfect with clear quartz.
I know it's already sold out, but I'm just showing you for the combination. Sorry, you can't get it.
Look, it looks fantastic, but you're not having it.
Sorry, I tease you. You can't actually, unless you've already bought the Winter Bride, you can't do this. Anyway, is that gone? Hold those phone lines. So well done to you. Moving on. Now, this definitely did sell out earlier on. I bought you 3 cabochons of malachite. It did sell out. If you missed out on those teardrops, I've got 2 ovals. So I've got malachite and charite. Do you know, only this week is the first time I've ever seen charite. Beautiful colour. It's almost opal stroke amethyst. Look at that. You are getting 2 cabochons. They're slightly bigger. Charite is 16 by 12 millimetres. That's 5 carats. The previous malachite cabochon sold out straight away. We only had 3. So very, very, very limited. And then the malachite is 20 by 50. Oops. 20 by 15 is 10 carats. Look at those wonderful formations. And again, oh gosh, I tell you what, sorry. And you can see that fabulous chatoyancy as the light lit. It almost looks like the actual banding moves, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Can you see? Now, both totally and utterly natural. Both of these, so you're getting 15 carats in total. Charite, and bear in mind I've worked in the jewellery industry for half my life. I've only ever seen this week, for the very, very first time in person. Yeah, I've seen it in books, but the first time I've auctioned it to you, well, if my memory serves me correctly, is this week, and it's been with you here at Jewellery Makers. I've got multi-buyers there. Why don't you, Veronica, Sue, Kent, Richard, Belinda in Buckinghamshire, you're with me. Shell, Sue's in Lanarkshire, hello to you. Oxfordshire, lovely to be with you. Suffolk's there as well. It's a fabulous performance of the gem. I love that green. And the movement that you can almost see. Isn't it incredible what Mother Nature can do and almost trick our eyes, I suppose?
It is, and look at the graduation of colour in it. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. It's almost sort of jade-like colour there, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And almost, we do some very nice graduated shaded emerald strands.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
I can see those colours going well as well.
Now, I've only got 56 of these and already 20 have gone. So let's introduce your price point. You're getting the 2. Now, bear in mind they are bigger than the previous malachite that I brought you. Charite as well, high end, very, very scarce, very, very limited. £9.95. They are bigger, individual gemstones. You're getting 2, and you've got Charite, which would ordinarily command a higher price point. Very opal-like. It's a fusion. This is how I would make a comparison of amethyst and opal. There we go. Do you want me to lick and stick again? I did actually. Don't lick gemstones. Maybe just a simple rose gold chain. That's the new fashion now. You just lick it and you stick it. Let's show you. I don't know if this is going to work because it's a bigger gemstone. I'll try it though. I promise you won't get these. I promise. Oh, look at it with the black. Yeah, I promise you won't get the one that I've licked. Yes, I promise you that. Promise you. Hello to you, Pauline, Sue, Nanette, you're with me, Monmouthshire. Oh, Nanette in Wiltshire as well, right by each other. Well done. Julia, you're with me as well. Congratulations. Sorry, I was... box 17. 17 oh, yes. Now I'm excited about these. Would these go perfectly with what I've just brought you? Absolutely. And I am going to leave... these are very much in demand. They are your brooch pins. Brooches, by the way... Very, very. They're being so reignited, aren't they? reignited in jewellery. Very fashionable and on trend. Now you've got 10 in total. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 in total brooch pins. Oh no, hang on. Yes, 10 each, and then you have your little attachers there. Can you see? And that's what you attach them with. So basically, that's the back that you actually get here. So there's the pin. These are set into whatever it is. I've only got 10 opportunities though in solid sterling silver. Are you making more and more brooches these days now, Alison?
I do. I did a brooch DVD as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
So you can get Alison's brooch DVD?
Yeah. But they're great for going with your clays as well, because you can put them in your clays.
So go on to JewelleryMaker.com if you're interested. Ollie's going to try and bring the code up for you. So brooch DVD that Alison brought you, that would be great, so we can use these. What's it actually called? Wire brooches?
Yes, something like that.
So there's some various different mediums. Again, it's limited. There's a lot of sterling silver included, and again in this piece you've got all the sort of the mechanisms that you will need. Now this is footage from the very DVD that you're talking about. We'll introduce the actual code at the bottom of the screen so you can speak to our contact centre and get them added to your order today. So is this quite new? Because I've not seen this before.
It's this year, earlier this year.
Yeah. That's 6 months old.
Yeah.
And would you could use these go backs?
No, I haven't used them with that, but because I think you could wire those on, but I think they're designed to be pushed in, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. So they're
you
more
could
your
use
clay
these
and
like
your
your
silver
clay and your silver clay, etc.
Perfect with your silver clay.
And with the silver clay, you would be using obviously your high end. You'd be using your sort of high end gemstones, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Now let's introduce your price point. All that sterling silver, £3.80 each.
It's very good.
£3.80.
It's very good.
Really good.
Yeah. You think if you're doing it's sterling silver, so if you're doing a
hat pins, we were getting a suggestion, Alison. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Fascinating.
Who said that? Who sent that in? Debbie in New Jersey.
Oh, there you go.
Said hat pins, great idea.
Yeah.
We've got a message to bring up as well. From John for you, Alison. No more, I have run out of money.
I wouldn't mind, but it's my money he's spending.
Oh.
Because it's got my card on the account.
Oh, there we go. John, you're all right. You're all right, love. It's not yours. It's not yours, don't worry. Shall I squeeze in some labradite now? And I'll try not to spike myself with this.
Yes.
Yeah.
They'll be really sharp.
Okie dokie. I love this labradite strand, by the way. And Martha is saying we're being a bit silly as well.
Are we?
Now, labradite, 3 years running. It is your numero uno favourite. Why? It's an amazing phenomena gemstone. I always think about Wuthering Heights when I see this gemstone. Heathcliff and Cathy, it's just a bit, it's romantic, but it's also got a bit of mystery to it as well. Look at the length of this strand. Look at the size of this strand, and they're all 3 by 1 millimeters to 4 by 1 millimeters, 30 centimeter strand. You've seen those beautiful flashes of greens, those wonderful fusions of blues coming through, golds and silvers. No surprise whatsoever, this is one of your favorite strands. You could easily just restrand that. Easily, maybe incorporate it with a little bit of black ribbon. We were talking about Great Gatsby earlier on and saying about how sort of your black is used in 1920s jewellery quite a lot to give it that, and Downton Abbey as well, to give it that lift and that pop. It's real decadence, isn't it?
It is. I love labradorite. And you think sometimes, I've had tiny beads of labradorite, and you'd be amazed that you still get labradorescence. I was absolutely amazed the first time I had it. And that strand, when I came over earlier, that strand's phenomenal.
It really is. And
Gorgeous.
you know what? If you think it looks amazing on a screen, which it does, wait till you get it home. Because it only gets better when you actually get it home. It's totally and utterly natural. 30 carats that you are actually seeing here. 30 carats. Look at that. Look at that. Are you ready? Be on the phone and school at $7.95. Martha did say it was going to be one of those silly deals. It's the first labradorite. It's the first labradorite strand I've brought you, isn't it? I brought you a labradorite cabochon, all sold out. But beautiful. Labradorite strand. This is the first. Do you know what? Sarah Bennett, Steve's wife, head of our design team, and obviously part of our buying team as well. She actually suggests. And she was asked on a recent Q&A sort of session on Facebook, what gemstones should I be buying? And she actually said labradorite, especially when it has got abundant labradescence, because it's very, very difficult to get hold of. Very difficult to get hold of. It has got that incredible appearance, and I do think it's kind of, I say Heathcliff and Cathy because it's got a romance to it, but also it's quite mysterious, isn't it? Incredibly mysterious. 0800 644 615. It's the only labradorite strand that I've actually brought you. Team that with your black spinel. Or what do you reckon to that, Alison?
Beautiful. What a great
you
idea with the spinel.
You could frame it like a halo design.
Yeah, you could have a,
Can I just show you that? Maybe, would that work, Alison? Maybe framing
absolutely.
one of those?
Yeah, absolutely you could. Yeah.
With a bit of wire?
Yeah. Or you could use beading thread.
Beading thread.
Or you could stitch it and use it with your soutache.
Oh, soutache, yeah, that'd be good. Carol has asked me to put it with the kunzite.
Yeah.
Good idea, Carol. Good idea. Oh yes, look at that. Now that wouldn't be an obvious choice for me.
No, and that's very pretty. And I never think of labradorite as pretty. I love it. I absolutely adore it. But with that pink, it just makes it that little bit feminine, doesn't it?
It does. It really, really does. Now I'm going to try and squeeze in a couple more bundles before the end of the show. Oh, now Martha loves these. She says it's joy to her face. Triple trouble.
It's midget gems.
Ah, dearie me. I'm a little bit sleep deprived, so you know what? I'm a bit giggly. When I get really tired, I just start laughing. I do. I'm one of those. I just laugh. Yes, it's not helped by working with this lot, I tell you what. Look at this colour, 3 strands. Oh, it's like apple greens and reds. Oh, if you have been, if you've been watching and seen Zara, did you say? H&M, Mango, it's all about the colour pop, acrylic, plastic, £40. Zara is a clothing brand, by the way. Genuine gemstones. Look at these. You have got sort of wonderful strawberry reds, lemons, then you've got your apple greens, your beautiful blues. This is a bit of fun, isn't it?
It is. It reminds me of midget gems.
Of what?
Midget gems. You know the sweets?
Oh,
the little sparkly jelly sweets. Don't eat them. Please don't eat them.
No, don't eat your gemstones, but midgie gems you can.
Yeah. I love the way you twisted it. The whole 3. That to me is just a beautiful necklace. That was stunning.
But like wine gums. They are. They're kind of sweetie-like, aren't they? Look at that incredible colour that you are seeing here. I love them, so I would use them all maybe on a big choker.
Yeah. I would. I'd bunch them all together. I would have to try very, very hard to resist the urge to separate all the colours out. That would be so difficult.
Would do that, wouldn't he?
And that's
would
what
you
I
do
did
the
with
same?
that. Oh yeah.
Would you?
The first thing I did with that first kit was separate all the colours out.
See, I like them all haphazard. I like them. You know, let loose.
It looks beautiful.
Let loose. Let's bring your price in. Let's bring your price in. These are really fun and quirky. Right, again, maxi dress. We're getting the maxi dresses out again now.
Yeah, that's perfect with it, just like that.
Bit of barbecue, summer barbecue.
Brill.
3 strands at $11.95. And how easy is it to restrand this and then plait it?
So easy, so easy.
I'm no jewellery maker. I'm not. I know my gemstones and I know jewellery, but I don't make jewellery. I think even I could do that.
Oh, you could. You could restrand them together, do that, get 2 lots, and the other one make a big chunky cuff.
Oh yeah.
And then
so maybe
some
multiply
earrings
on it.
Yeah.
Now, there's 200 carats on each strand, so this is 600 carats in this one auction. It's not an auction, you know what I mean.
For that price, you can go so gem heavy ananyway.
Yeah.
You can afford to go.
You could
wham.
get the matching. You could do a matching bracelet and earrings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do that actually. Let me hold you. Just hang on. I've got 10 left.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what? I feel like I should have a pineapple on my head. I do. I feel. No. Who was that? With
Singer,
the fruit in her hair.
She was a singer.
Yeah.
Carla Miranda.
Oh, what was her name?
Carla Miranda. Thank you, Maggie.
Carla Miranda.
Yeah.
There we go. Just have a fruit on my head. Right. Now, shall I recap this wonderful Mega Nugget bundle? Say that fast. Everything. You've got 9 strands here. It's all right, we've done that one. Durable gemstones. It's all right, we've done that one. It's okay. Now, I've got 30 left in the vault. That's because people haven't checked out their baskets, so I've got 30 remaining. Now, I've got 9 strands available. This is your Amazonite, then you have got Amazonite, even I'll get my words out, then you've got your beautiful, beautiful rose quartz, then you have got your wonderful orange quartzite, look at that for a combination, sodalite with that Wedgwood, not Westwood, as I said earlier on. A vision of amethyst. Look at that colour.
Beautiful.
Oh. Then of course you have your lapis lazuli, your yellow opal, which I adore. Absolutely, absolutely adore. Morganite. And last but by not means least, yellow agate. Now, so 9 strands, but you've got multiple strands in there as well. They are double-stranded. We were talking about how one of those double strands, Alison, you can get, you could make, what, 3 memory wire bracelets?
Yeah. And if you put some of the, Kunzite or Morganite, the rounds.
Morganite.
The Morganite, with the amethyst, and just put one every 10 centimetres or 15 centimetres, so you're only using 2 or 3 of those in it, but it just breaks it up.
Yeah,
use it sparingly.
I mean, Morganite, opal, when you're talking about your high-end gems like that, you need to be, you can use them more sparingly, because nobody would expect to have, for example, 270 carats in one bracelet. If they did, I mean, I haven't got that in any one piece, have you?
No. Absolutely not.
Definitely not. Now, so all this, so much so that I can hardly fit it across my hand. It could be yours. There's 30 available at £19.95. We worked that out to be just over £2 per strand. Now, let's recap as well your early bird, which very reminiscent of Morganite. Now, this is a gemstone feature. I was talking earlier on about how quartz is it can gain its colour from the chemicals within, but whilst quartz is an abundant mineral, gem quality quartz is a total different entity, and this is gem quality, and you've got a beautiful sort of peach-like infusion, a bit like Morganite, and that's what I was sort of likening it to. Very sort of distinctive shards, and I want to put this on a black background for you. It was your early bird. So you can actually see all of the sizes. I mean, you can make a really decorative piece with that, couldn't you?
Oh, you could. Well, you could make a few. I wouldn't use all that on one necklace.
No.
I wouldn't want it going round the back.
No, because then when you start... yeah, that's a good top tip, actually. If you start moving your head, etc., you might have a shard poke you.
So that's a few pieces.
Yeah, a few pieces.
A few heavy-weighted pieces, as it were. But like I say, you could use it sparingly, and just 2 or 3 shards in the middle of a nice beaded necklace. Very simple. Just breaks it up. Would look beautiful.
Frosting, isn't it? It's like icicles, isn't it?
It is. It's beautiful.
It's like wonderful icicles. Now, £11.95 only. Very distinctive, and it is, you know, like Alison was saying, just maybe an inch of those.
Yeah.
There. Now, earlier on, I challenged Alison. our lovely, lovely Alison, who I'm going to wander over to as well. Alison, and you said, oh, it's not much of a challenge. No. You're very lucky, to be truthful. I've still got stock, which is amazing.
Can't believe
Absolutely amazing. Oh, my word, you have excelled yourself, my darling.
So I've kept it quite simple and done we've got a prong ring, and you could prong set any of them. And then I've kept it simple for the others, because I think sometimes people get in awe of pieces like this when they're starting, but you don't have to do the prong settings. So you can keep it simple. Not that clever.
You are clever. And you've still got leftovers.
I've still got two.
You could make another pair of earrings there.
Could make another pair of earrings. Pair. They're beautiful.
Now, we were talking about the quality. I mean, it's not Rose de France. It's not Rose de France, but it's got that really soft, sort of poetic lilac tones.
You see, I'm not people know I'm not a pink person.
Are you not?
I'm not a pink person. These I adore.
Well, they're not definitely pink, are they?
No. And Jenny's nearly converted me to pink, but these, I absolutely love these. The clarity is phenomenal, and the cut, when you look straight through it and you see that cut and the light bouncing off it, is just to die for. They are so clear.
Do you know what the beauty of Amethyst, the beauty at $34.95, still got quantity but only not many. Look at that, 20 available left in the entire world. Now the beauty of when you get SI grade sort of clarity like this, and that's referring to sort of how much inclusions is actually prominent in the gemstones. When you look at Amethyst of this quality, when you look at aquamarines, when you look at morganites, a lapidus will take and say, you know what, I can really excel. I can really show my skills, and that's what you're seeing in this amazing strand. Less than 20 available now, and was there 11 that we counted on this strand? Yeah, so now good luck to every single one of you. You have got Maggie with you on the mid show with Becky, the gorgeous Becky. Can I say once again, thank you so much for having my company.
It's been fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
And I'm going to speak to Martha, make sure I come back and see you soon if you'll have me. As always, it's an absolute delight. I hope you have a fabulous afternoon. Don't go anywhere, because you're designer inspiration. A good night from me.
And it's good night from her.
Good night, good afternoon even.